hang on to your seat, baby, because this one's a screamer.
Welcome, beloveds. You are tuning in to another after show, aka the Villa Verdict, with PYT. Okay, Miss Pretty Young Thing, and then also I am Kaya here on YouTube. Okay, this is the after show. We all three of us talk about our opinions on Love Island, talk about some of the social media activities and things of that. So, what is going on, beloveds?
Hey, I am Kaya, and I'm the ghetto queen on this YouTube
The
scene.
What's
I'm
up?
only
Hey everybody, you already
I'm
know
only
what
pushing on
time it
camera. That's crazy.
is.
Because I didn't feel like getting up. I'm in my living room. I was like, listen, I got the shower.
We pulled a co-killer and K Rican on you. I mean a father on you. No, it wasn't planned though. I literally did not. I didn't even post a recount, so I wasn't even in the mood to like get on camera. Like I've been so busy, but anyways, this is gonna be most of our recaps. Actually, me and Kaya's for this latest episode. So let's start off with after TT. Okay, the aftermath of TT. I'm TT. Okay, I feel like production pulled the girlies to the side and said, "Hey, this ain't Love and Hip Hop. This ain't none of that. Y'all not finna be doing on no squabbling. This is our your baddies. Like, y'all gonna sit y'all down, play nice. Okay? What y'all think happened after the OPTT?
I definitely feel like production did tell them, listen, we can't have all this and everything like that. Because you know why? And I'm kind of jumping because at movie night, when the girls was coming at KC, you can look at Tierra and you could tell that she was shaking and she wanted to say more than what she actually said, but she was holding back because that's her man at the end of the day. She wanted to say something when I got in his face. So it's given that they told her, listen, you guys got to chill back or we're going to kick you out. So that they got to be on their best behavior. And
right. Especially TT girl. They probably told TT, hey girl, you know your background came with a couple of red yellow flags. You barely got in here, girl. You better calm down before we kick you out. For real, for real.
Yeah, two of them.
But my question is, when do we draw the line? Because why is production calming TT down, but nobody pulling Trinity to the side and say, hey, you can't be interrupting Ariana while she asking questions. Ain't nobody stopping Trinity.
Because Trinity is a fan favorite at this point. So the fan favorite always gets a pass. Look what Huda. Well, you didn't watch last season, but the girl last season got away with a lot of stuff because she was a fan favorite.
You think Trinity is fan favorite?
She the most followed. She got almost 1 million. Everyone else is still like below. So yeah, I think after what happened at the McCubbin, like put her up because she's having her girls back, which I can see, but it's like you ain't got to speak every single time.
Right. Now,
also, in the words of Soul, this is not Friendship Island, okay?
Y'all not know Mama happy, Papa happy. Yeah, y'all not happy. Mama happy. When they show that movie, now I screamed. I was like, y'all know this girl, y'all didn't show that. Mama happy. Okay. Now, TT also apologized to Trinity and Mel. Okay, once again, I think this was very production push. I think they told her like, hey girl, like you also need to kind of make peace with the girls. And I do agree with she shouldn't have been the one initiating all of these conversations and apologies because I do feel as if all of the girls had a play in this as well, especially Trinity. Because to me, the way Trinity get hyped, she be doing too much hopping and hooping and hollering. And the girl look like she a Jabberwocky. The way that she be getting mad and she be bunking. You know what I'm saying? Like literally, like she really be crumping when she mad. And it's like, not everybody takes good or well to that energy. Exactly. Right. Like she crumps a lot and do all that moving. So I'm like, I just hope she don't run across the wrong person one day because not everybody reacts great to all that movement. So what did you guys think about the apology that Trinity did?
She should be happy she didn't catch TT in them streets, okay?
Oh, no.
Because TT looked like she'll just take her by one arm and drag her across the mud.
She didn't get them 2 restraining orders for nothing. So I believe if TT was not on the show, she would have been somebody.
Oh, for sure.
What's that supposed to mean? She says she's TT. That's what it means. You know her now. Everyone's
Mm.
that's a quote right now. Did you see? Oh my God, Tubi was so messy. You know that Medea Goes to Jail movie with Sofia Vergara's character saying I'm TT. She
Oh yeah,
said,
with the Spanish lady.
I was like, y'all are so shady. But I didn't like. Everyone's shading over that. I don't mind it. Like she just let you know who she is. Now you don't.
Mm.
Right. You say
Now,
you don't know me. Well, now you do. I'm TT.
Now
Nice
you
to
do.
meet you.
You don't know. Now you know.
right now, the conversation too. TT also apologized quickly to Mel. Mel quickly got over it. She's like, "Oh, she was like, oh, it's fine, girl. Like, I don't have any issue with you.
You know, Bella's a
It's
girl.
okay." And then TT then reveals to the girls like, "Hey, like y'all man was on good behavior, except for Sincere." Okay, so Mel of course is like, "What about Sincere? What about Sincere?" Okay, do you? At one point, I thought that they were gonna get upset at the fact that she revealed this. Would y'all, if y'all was in TT spot, put them on game, or would y'all hold that secret close to y'all chest just because y'all tried me like a PAV? You know, feel me, and played on my top.
To
Would
the
y'all hold that?
chest.
You would hold it to the chest. Why PYT?
To the chest. Because for one, I mentioned this before in my recaps that it was actually Trinity that interrupted TT while she was speaking. Ariana asked her a question, TT was answering, and now all of a sudden Trinity want to jump in and ask a question that ain't got nothing to do with their situation, right?
Mhm.
So in that circumstance, she goes to the back. She realizes the wrong in what she did. She starts issuing her apologies, and Melanie is just like, "Oh, I think you need to talk to Trinity." In my head, I was like, "Let's talk to Trinity about what? She cut me off." Okay, I called her a
Mm,
little girl because she was being a little girl. So it's one of those things where it's just like that would have been a strike two for me because who is Trinity to me? Like you don't know me, I don't know you. So it's like
right,
to me, I would have came in there like, oh, I have the tea, so now y'all gotta kiss my ass. I'm not gonna kiss yours.
right. Yeah, no, that's true. That's true. Now, also, do you feel like at that point, when she was revealed that Sincere was not on her best behavior, should she have taken that with a grain of salt, or because it's coming from TT, or you think it was right the fact that she automatically believed TT? Because I ain't gonna lie, the way my paranoia were, I'd have been like, "Oh, this girl trying to set me up." You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I was surprised that Melanie was like, "Oh, like she automatically believed TT." This is why you could tell Melanie to me has a little bit of low self-esteem, because if multiple people are telling you the same thing and you're not believing it, you get what I'm saying? You're not believing it, and
Absolutely.
you yourself not believing it. You're believing it right away. That should push you further to get away from this man, but she's not.
I
Okay.
agree. I
Actually,
feel like Oh, go ahead.
yeah, when it comes to like shish blade, but thing is, Melanie, they had already saw the postcard and
Right.
everything, so it wasn't like she was that TT was gonna be lying. But the thing is, Melanie, you knew this already. So what do you mean? Like, what about Sincere? Girl, you already know
Mm,
the answer to that. You
right.
know the answer to that because we don't get to her because everyone feels bad for Melanie. I don't feel bad. I can't. I don't feel bad for a dummy. I'm sorry, I don't.
What are you
I,
gonna treat me like a right woman?
he never gonna do that.
Choose
Kaya!
me. Choose me.
He's
Kaya,
never gonna
you're
treat her
gonna
like a
treat me like a
woman.
right woman. Sincere.
He's never gonna do this. Because have you noticed? And I know I'm jumping. You know, every time like she goes off on him, he always is sitting there smirking. Like that's no dude that's taking you
With the
serious.
hand out.
He's like this.
Listen, that hand, bro.
No, you gotta do the hand.
What are you talking
Okay, now let's talk about this. TT ended up also having a conversation with Anaya. Okay, once again, it's so crazy. I keep repeating the same thing. I feel like this conversation to me was not, it was genuine in the fact that I do believe each of them feel that way about each other, but I do feel like production pushed them to have that conversation with each other.
Mhm.
I do not think, TT decided, I want to talk to Anaya and tell her how beautiful she is and how she's a beautiful black queen. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just don't feel like she woke up and just decided to want to do that. I think production said, hey, like, we want y'all to make peace on camera. It's great for the story, all these things or whatever. So I feel like that's what happened when it comes to that. How did y'all feel about their conversation?
Well, to me, I do feel like it was production influence, but
Mhm.
I don't necessarily know. I feel like they did because if y'all remember in Casa when
Mhm.
TT like kind of went off on Casey when he wanted to sleep in the bed with the other girl, then the next
Mhm.
day she apologized for coming at him too hard. I just think that's probably how she is. Maybe just in the moment she just gets very hot and she doesn't mean it and everything like that. Because I can definitely see her being cool. Maybe with
Mm-hmm.
Trinity, Anaya, I don't know if they mesh very, very, very well. But I don't
Right.
think like Anaya really has done nothing to her to make her hate her. So, but I feel like
Right.
it's very much producer influence because of all the talk that was happening, and they knew how it
Right.
was going to make it look like and everything like that. But that's what makes it like not because it's like, hey, let's just say production wasn't influenced, and then they still was
Right.
beef. It would have been better TV, in my opinion. Just saying. But they don't want
Mm.
like this is Zeus Network or now that's TV. I can see because they don't want to go that route. I see them not doing that. But I kind of feel like it was genuine. Now, is it gonna stay that way? I don't think so. Because if Anaya keeps getting at Casey's face and TT and Casey stay together, it's like, girl, now you're disrespecting my man.
Why are you standing up?
Yep.
I'm so sick of Anaya's voice. I like an no, I don't. I don't like Anaya. I'm so
It's
sick of
all
her.
of their voice. Honestly. Kata
No, it's
voice,
Anaya's
Kata
voice for me. I'm
raspy little
like,
Stop.
voice. Oh my
it's
God.
her voice for me because we don't really hear her talk, and now we've been hearing her talk for like the last 3 episodes. Her voice is very annoying. I don't
Now
like.
go ahead. Okay.
I was saying, yeah, I don't know if I like Anaya no more. I don't know if I.
Ooh. Okay.
I'm
Now,
over her.
KC ignored Anaya until they had that conversation. Whatever. Do you feel like he waited a little bit too late to have the conversation?
Not necessarily, because to have the conversation right there at the spot, it clearly wasn't working. He was trying to apologize to her right then and there while answering the questions that Ariana was given. They were not
Right.
hearing him. So it turned into a point in time where he was getting frustrated to a point in time where he was just like, listen, I made my choice. IDGAF. And they were just like, oh my God, you're. It's like, I can't. He couldn't win for losing at that point in time. So it's like, I'm not. He actually said to somebody, I think he was talking to the guy saying, I'm gonna apologize to her eventually, but in my time, because I'm not gonna come around her with all them barking girls. And honestly, I agree with him. I would have handled it the exact same way. I feel like I said, he can't win for losing. If he barks back now, oh my God, it's a man and he's attacking a girl. If he don't say nothing, now he a PUSSY. So it's like, what is he to do? And then when TT jump in, now she a bird. It's like, there's nothing, there's no angle they could have came at that would have
Mhm.
had him like coming out on top. They over here looking at him crazy because he came back in 3 days, but ain't nobody looking at Kenzie for flipping niggas every 3 days. It's like, what the hell is going on in this house?
You got to
Like,
understand, PYT, the
white
clam
privilege.
slam. Yeah, white privilege and the clam slam will save you every time.
The vanilla clam slam. I
Did you do a clam
understand. The
slam?
chowder is chowdering. I get
The
it.
clam
I
was
get it.
clamming.
Well, yeah, like since we like you had brought that up because Pierre, because
Uh-huh.
you didn't do a recap, so I don't know if your take on this.
Yeah.
So this whole like them wanting to like not letting Casey speak, and then when he does speak, they keep cutting him off. Do you think that that's fair that the girls keep doing,
I
especially
feel like it's extremely unfair. I talked about it. The only recap I didn't do was the last episode that just aired last night. But
Mm-hmm.
I do not feel like it's fair that they do that. It bothers me because Casey himself is already not a boisterous person. So the worst
Mm-hmm.
thing you could do to a boisterous person is interrupt them and not let them speak. Casey better than me because I would have been screaming like a hyena just like the rest of them.
then they would have
So that's
called
why
you a black man. They would have put
uh,
that.
I'm gay anyway, so they're gonna call me whatever they want. But you get what I'm saying? Like, it just sucks that he's already not like a outspoken person. So people tend to like use that to their advantage and they like talk over him or they constantly interrupt him. Like the conversation I had with Anaya, for instance, which we're gonna get into in a little bit. There's a few topics I want to talk about beforehand. That in itself too was frustrating to watch because he was getting interrupted multiple times.
Mm-hmm.
So I just wish, because I know what Casey is doing. He does not want to come off as an angry black man, but I feel like I wish he would realize in his brain, like, F all that, because you're having multiple people scream at you. So at that point, everybody angry. We all gonna be angry black people up in this, because we all black. No shade. Everybody that's getting into it. You feel me? Except for Kenzie. You and your clam. You know what I'm saying? So besides that though, the rest of them is black. So it's like everybody just gonna be black and angry because it's like y'all yelling for no reason. So I wish he would get that out of his head because I feel like that's a large part of why he is not trying to do the most and yell. That's how I
Yeah.
feel.
I
Mm,
definitely agree. I mentioned to Pierre before that what's the name
yeah.
of that clothing line that he be promoting? It's like women are queens or something like that
Oh
that I
yeah,
see
like
on
the
his
black women's and
Instagram.
queen. Yeah, yeah. Hmm.
Yes, I feel like Casey's upbringing does come with a background of, chivalry and making sure that the woman is the prize. I'm not sure if he grew up in a single mother household or if he grew up in a household where the father told him that you got to treat women like a certain way,
Yeah.
because he strikes me as a man that he do not diminish a woman, at least like he's not going to belittle her to her face. Like he's going to vent his frustration to his homeboys, yes, but to Anaya's face, absolutely not. And it reflected on how the conversation with the Trinities and the Katas and everything like that. Because even when he was getting to that point where he was about to lose his cool, his losing his cool was still cool. So it came across as if like, dang, like I wanted to jump through the TV and talk for him because TT wasn't handling it. I was like, listen, y'all sit back. Let me fight this battle for y'all real quick, because I was so unsatisfied by how it was handled. I feel like the men were trying to put their 2 cents in, but then as soon as they woman jump in, then it's case closed. Corbin over here snickering in the corner because he can care less. It was
Right.
just too many moving pieces, and it ultimately just makes Casey look bad because according to, how everybody is viewing him as far as the women go, he is the most terrible person because he brought somebody. And I don't understand why they keep singling him out in this circumstance, because if we were to compare what Sincere did not bring nobody, but he did 50,000 more fouls in his plays than Casey did. But is he getting ejected from the game? Absolutely not. Are they yelling at him? Absolutely not. Are they booing him? Did they even boo him? No. And it's
No.
just like, what is happening? The double standard was just getting on my nerves.
Okay. Now off to for Casey and the Nine for a little while because we're gonna circle back to them
Hmm.
because we're not even at that episode in this area, child, because it's a lot. Now Zach comes back to the villa and he's acting innocent. Okay, he's like, I was in Kosovo and I was eating a lot of tea and crumpets. There was a girl named Alana. I think she's an inward lover, but oh, I don't know, but I don't know where she went. But I had the option of choosing her, but I went with you. Kaida, I love you, Kaida. I love you, Kaida. I love you, Kaida. He just acts like she was not there to choose from. Now, production did not tell Kaida this, which is very interesting. Because in my opinion, I thought once we get to the episode, we're gonna talk about it. I thought Kaida was gonna get up and be like, "Really, production? Y'all got me stop!" Because it's like they knew too, babes. Were y'all shocked at the fact that Zach was not upfront about it? Because he was acting as if he did not know another thing, that
No,
he had no choice and he went with her, all this stuff.
no, I'm not surprised. I literally called this. I swear I did in my recap. I said, with
Yeah.
now Alana being out of the villa, Zach is gonna come back from Casa making it seem like he chose Kata. That's what he's gonna make it seem like. And I knew it when they had that conversation. I don't think it was last night's episode. I think it was the episode before last when they were talking, and he was like, "If I had a chance to pick her, I could have chose her and brought her back or something like that." It's like you didn't have no choice, my man. You didn't have a choice to bring her
Hmm.
back. You had to come back single. But do I feel like he would have brought her back? I don't think so. But he probably would have had like a harder time because he probably in his mind was thinking that Kata was going to bring her dude back and everything. But that still didn't make it right because but I just don't understand how Zach, this is being recorded, right? So she's gonna see and she's gonna come back online to see that Alana was kicked out of the villa. So you didn't have that choice to do it. Then again, we jump and we get to movie night, and then Kata has an epiphany and has to go to Tiffany's when she sees that Alana's not there. And then Zach is talking,
Mm,
I knew this was gonna come up, I knew it was gonna come up. Then why didn't you tell her?
I
mm.
agree.
Like
I feel like,
he doesn't think before he says nothing.
He
That's
doesn't. Well, he doesn't think
mhm,
at all, unless it's about Bryce.
no, for real. For real. I definitely feel like he was stupid for not bringing it up to her. I feel like he would have been on the level of Caleb, unproblematic,
Right.
sitting back, watching everybody explode, maybe even Kata sitting on his lap while everybody is jumping around acting like barbarians. Because it's one of those things where whether or not he would have chose her or not doesn't matter anymore, because the reality is you never had the choice and you sat here and played in my face as if you did. So no, I no longer care whether or not you would have chose me, because the would have, the shoulda coulda woulda doesn't matter at this point.
Right.
You hid me, you deflected, you kept from me, you put it behind your back and kept me in the dark about a situation that I should have known. Because now she probably looking at Che like, dang, I done left Che's fine Indian wedding self behind because I'm settling over here for, I left the prince for the pauper. And it's like she had listen, Kata is gorgeous. And I ain't
Right.
gonna hold you. I look at Zach, and just like Sincere, he get uglier and uglier every
I swear to
episode. And it's
God.
just like, I don't
Well,
know
Zach to
why
me is
he
never really all that
thinks.
cute. Zach was never really all that cute to me, if we being frank.
Ooh.
I'll say this. On the first episode, I was like, okay, okay. But then when he did Kenzie, the way he did her, I was like, I don't know. That was kind of mean. He could have at least told her or laid it on a little more thick. And he's just started diminishing. And then the way he treats Kata, he just got uglier and uglier. Like you effing the girl in the hideaway. Now all of a sudden you thinking about new girl. I feel like I'm one of those people. A man
Mhm.
could be beautiful. The second you open your mouth and say some dumb ish, you're ugly
Yeah.
to me. So I feel like Zach, his stock is on the ground, if you asking me. So it's one of those things
Mm.
where like Kata is a bad bee. She carried
Very.
herself with integrity. You could tell she showed restraint when it came to kissing Che. She even told Kate to what's his name, Che to his face, yo, I want to kiss you, but I'm not. I'm gonna
Right.
keep my hands, feet, and all objects to myself, and we gonna make it do what it do. And she didn't even choose this man, but even in her showing that restraint for a man that clearly is taller than you, clearly is finer than you, clearly treats her better than you, not doing all these weird jokes that you be doing and all that stuff like that. He think he cute because he got an accent. I don't know. He just irritates me. And then he's gay. Like, oh
Stop.
my God, Kata, open your
No,
eyes.
okay, what would have been crazy? Had Kata brought Shay back to see the battle between those two butch queens would have been something else. But no, I do agree with 100%. I feel like he should have told her the moment they said movie night is there, you should have told her. But let me tell you what I'm thinking.
Mhm.
I feel like production's involved. I'm gonna tell you why. I think after they could get away with this so good. Because the way these reality TV productions are, they're very slick. They will tell you one thing so they could have an effect happen. I think they said, hey, Alana's exit was a little controversial in the real world. We cannot tell you why she ended up leaving. But for the sake of the show and filming for the rest of the course of the duration of the season, please refrain from speaking about her ad nauseum or at all.
Right.
No shade. You get what I'm saying? Because I'm not defending Zach because he still should have said something. Because I don't care what production said, I still would have said something.
Right. I'm pulling
But
you to
some
the
tells
side.
me that
I'm
they
taking this
told
mic
him like,
off.
Well, it has
they
because
told me
when they
like,
had the,
yeah,
I'm
go
sorry,
ahead.
I was saying because when they remember when they sent the postcard, she was already gone. Like they could have easily not shown Zach on that postcard.
Right.
So them doing that, of course, when he came back, they had to know that Kata was going to ask about that. So I just feel like it was just Zach, to be honest with you, thinking
Yeah.
he can get away with thinking, let's telling Kata, I came back here and I chose you and I want to be with you. That he thought he could get away with it. That's why when movie night was coming up, he was like, I knew this was going to come up. That's why I said, well, why? If you knew about this, why
Right.
didn't you tell her?
But also, too, Kata wasn't listening because Ariana said, what word? Default. Default.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. When she came back, she was like, such and such is coming. And he's alone by default. Like, I guess it was so much going on because they were so hype and worried about this whole KC thing. They were not paying attention. So that word was said. So I
Why
just
did you
kind of,
catch?
huh?
So yeah, I didn't even catch this. She said default.
Yeah,
Ariana.
she said that when he came in by alone. So I
Mm.
wish she was a little bit more attentive when it came to that. Now
No,
also,
child, that's
mhm,
crazy. Cause it's crazy. I peeped, she said it, but it flew over my head regardless.
yeah, it flew a lot of people's because it was that episode was the whole TT thing. So a lot of people we're not paying attention. So
Mm-hmm.
technically she can't, a lot of them can't even get mad at like production. It was really up to Zach to say something.
Someone
So
asked, was Charlie this bad last season? Charlie didn't make it this far last season, but
no,
Charlie
he
was.
didn't. We barely got to see him.
But Charlie wasn't bad at all last season, not to me at least.
We barely got to see him. Now, another thing that happened these few episodes is Mrs. Kinsey. Okay. Miss Kinsey Clam Slam was having her way. You feel me? So she was having a lot of her ways, and she came back. Of course, she's still coupled up with Dylan, but she wants to explore Gal because she feels like there might be chemistry there. But she lets Dylan know, like, I'm really feeling you. But then later on, things end up happening, right? Kinsey to me could easily be vulnerable soon if she is not careful. Now, this is pre-kiss because we're going to talk about the kiss a little bit later. At this point, how y'all think Kinsey is moving? How do y'all feel about Kinsey and the way that she's moving?
Kinsey, sweetheart, the season finale is next week. How much more exploring do you need? I don't know what the point of exploring it. That's the Kinsey.
But a kiss is a handshake.
That's why she mad that Corbin was asking for kisses.
French fry is foreplay.
Nah.
No, I ain't giving her that. But I just but like that's the thing with the season. It's like it's so crazy that it's about to come to an end because it's like what strong couple is there? And I don't even count Trinity and Bryce if you ask me, but Kinsey, what more do you need to explore? Kinsey don't want, I just feel like Kinsey just wants to be wanted because like I said with you last after show, Pierre, it's like Kinsey, whoever she's with, she all of a sudden likes everything that they like. So I'm like, honey, we don't even know really what exactly her type is or what she's looking for, what her aspirations are. I just feel like Kinsey definitely came on here to get the clout, which you can't be mad at. But honey, like, don't play in our faces, making it seem like you don't want to be with Dylan like that. When he was hugging and crying, her face was like,
right. I don't like the way that Kinsey's being treated in the villa, meaning as in nobody's calling her out. I feel like the girls are extremely hypocritical when it comes to her. They don't call her out enough. Now, the only person that really clocks her teeth to me is Jen. What do you mean? Do they know? They see her exploring. They have to know.
You think they know the extent of what she's doing? Because she kind of like sincere where she's doing it like behind closed doors.
I feel like they know the extent because the villa's small and the walls talk. So the boys end up talking, telling their girl, the girls end up finding through the dude. So I feel like they know somewhat. Plus, Katie even said it. She was just like, you know this, Katie. She's like, oh my God, like that Kenzie, she's always exploring. She has like 2 guys every night. They're just running trains through her. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so it's like they peep what's going on. So the fact that they don't call her out like, hey, like, we sent home Gabriel for the same thing that you're still doing at this point. So it's kind of making us look bad. Like, if you're going to lock in, like, what the heck? Like, you have this great guy. Why are you still trying to talk to Gal? Like, come on. Like, why you want that beach bum?
Well, the walls must not be that thin because apparently everybody was so shocked what Sincere did. So I think it's a lot of dummies in this villa. That's what it is. Because like, but she probably gonna get called out for it tomorrow for sure, and that's what I can't wait for.
Right. Mm-hmm. Yes, that's what. Because that preview, she looked a little spooked, girl. Like, I never see Kinsey so quiet. She was like right. She's like, that's not May. That's Mackenzie. My name is Kenzie. That's my evil queen.
We ain't seen her looking like that since Zach left her at the door.
No, seriously.
But no,
and
let's take attendance real quick to Kenzie's track list because it starts with number 1, which is Zach. Zach let her go. It is what it is. The truth set her free. Then we go over to Sean, which they ain't had no choice, but she still was acting like she was loving the heart-shaped pancakes and all that.
Right.
He's dismissed. Then we go over to who? To is it Corbin next? No, she did test Gabe. She was feeling Gabe. She thought he was cute. We got Corbin, of course. So Corbin, she's all over, all up and through there. French fries and Big Macs with the Whopper on the side. She went to both Burger King and McDonald's with the man. She over here dealing with
Kenzie's the Happy Meal.
Gal, whatever, however you say his name.
Listen, it's Gal.
Well, his name is Jeffrey Dahmer because that's what he looked like to me. I don't understand why he is here with these beautiful people. This man gives hillbilly. He gives Shroot Farms. He gives like, oh
Blame
no.
Jen as to why he's in here because Jen is the
He's
reason.
so uneasy on the eye. Like,
Jen, you should have brought in Corey.
Blame
Shame.
Jen.
he's so
Because Jen is the one that
annoying.
came up in here and he literally like you got turned down by gall. That is, girl, I wouldn't even show my face after that.
But my thing
Y'all
is,
acting
I
like he
feel
was
like
cute,
no,
girl.
the girls are not holding her accountable because one, they see her doing all this. They
Facts.
hear her at night getting French fries. She's admitting to, oh, I like this guy, but I want to be with this guy. The only thing that she did behind closed doors was kiss Corbin in the bedroom, and she still told Jen about that. She can't hold water, so it's one of those things where, like, value the fact that Jen, kind of sort of put her in her place, and I give her her tens for that, but I also have to hold Jen accountable. Why? Because Jen is the person that Kenzie vented to when she was in the love triangle between Melanie and Corbin.
Right.
Whose side did Jen take? She took Kenzie's side. So
Right.
now when she's snatching your man, Jen, now you got a problem? I ain't gonna hold
Exactly.
you, Jen. I love
Right.
you, girl, but I gotta hold you accountable.
Yeah, and I'm gonna get to later what I think Jen should have did to get her lick back. Remind me if I forget, y'all, because we didn't even get to the kissing part yet. So let's get to the cake challenge. Okay,
Someone
Megan Thee
said,
Stallion
wait,
come
someone
out.
said Gall is not ugly, but he's not cute.
Then what is he? Then what is he?
Ugly.
What is he? You explain to me what that what was that? That's mid. That's what the kids say. Mid.
Mid.
The mid. That's what the kids
He's
say.
mid is crazy.
He's
He's not
mid.
ugly, but he's not cute. So
And
what does
he
that
carries
mean?
himself like he the finest thing on the island. I can't wait till we get there.
All right, now we get to the cake challenge. Megan Thee Stallion comes out with her Big Debbie cakes. She clearly has a contract now with Love Island to promote her swimsuit and just to show her ass. Okay, so she comes out there, cakes are juggling, and then she goes up to the girl. She's like, "Oh my God, Kizzy, let me see that clam slam." She get the pop in it. Now I noticed she did not say anything to TJ, so I'm like, "What you got against TJ, Megan? Did they cut that out?"
She
You know
loves
what
him
I'm
more than
saying?
Trinity, that's why.
You
You
think it
know,
was to give you a
Megan
little
is
favoritism?
a really good. Well, she claims she's a girl's girl, but I don't believe it. But man, Megan's
Ah,
a girl's girl, and she really likes. She always gonna like the main. Like last season, she really liked Shelly and Landria, and anybody that came for them, she literally was like,
she likes the OG type of girls.
yeah, she likes the OGs because we watched them longer. We just now knowing TT, so we don't know her like that. So that's
Right.
probably reason. She probably didn't like how TT was speaking for Casey, and you could tell she didn't like Casey. So
Right.
that plays into it as well.
I thought she was gonna be funny and be like, "Oh," I thought she was gonna be like, "TT, did you miss the cast the call for South Central Baddies?"
Oh,
That would have me cracking the.
now, I did not like that wig. I did not like that wig Megan had on her head.
Me
Why you
either.
have
I
a
didn't like it
pink wig?
either.
Why do you have on a pink wig of all things, Meg?
It looked like cotton candy mashup and all that. Make sure everybody calling in. I see everybody backstage. Stay tuned for the end of the show. We're adding all of us up just like we did on Saturday. So that way we can have a group discussion. Make sure I keep it respectful, keep it cute, or keep it on mute. Yeah, I didn't like the pink wig either. Like it reminded me like it was giving like y'all know them olden parties. Like you'll have those theme parties where you got to dress up like those presidential back in the day type of parties. Yeah, you get what I'm saying? Where they have like the olden wigs, the George Washington type of wig.
Like a Bridgerton type of fit.
Yes, Bridgerton equestrian. Yes. But instead,
It
she
gave
just dyed it
Big
pink.
Lex on the Baddies USA confessional look. It definitely was giving George Washington.
Oh, yes. Yes. Thank God she didn't dress like Big Legs. Now, during the cake challenge, it was a lot of shade thrown, especially when it came to KC. Y'all, the way when KC had that cake that he thought that Anaya thought that she was gonna get caked. Girl, that day Anaya was about 2 tears from falling because she thought that KC was gonna boom cake her. Do you think KC even thought at one point to cake her or no?
I feel like he wasn't going to, just because if he did, it would have made him on his part. It would make him look really bad, especially because you already done
I
left
agree.
her. Well, left her for DEAD. I had to think about that for a second. So I knew he wasn't going to. But when he says this person always got something to say, I was like, okay, it's either going to be Kata or Trinity. But it was Trinity. But he missed, unfortunately. I wanted him to kind of get her just a little bit.
I
Okay.
wanted him to get her a lot of bit because it's just like, damn, the way you chewed him up and spit him out was so unnecessary. Off of, like we said on our last recap, off of a rumor that a scheme that freaking Bryce set up. And it's just like, girl, you're not even mad at him for real when it comes to the Anaya situation. You low key happy that they broken up so that you and Bryce can sprint to the victory line. I don't care what y'all say. Trinity is a to be actress and she's doing her best to get to the she's doing her best to
Isn't
get to
Bryson
the
to be
top.
actress too? Isn't Bryson to be actor too?
No,
Both
he
of
has starred in background roles.
He ain't have no speaking role.
Not as yet.
he might have had a line or two.
Okay, no shade. I can't be talking, but listen, I'm getting up there. Okay,
Hello.
now, okay, now also too, I feel like the fallout after this season is going to be something major. I feel like this cast, y'all think it's a lot of beef going on now. I think before the reunion starts, it's gonna be a whole lot of lives. It's gonna be a whole lot of shade thrown. It's gonna be a whole lot of unfollowing and all of that. One in particular, I feel like some of the girls will end up switching up on TT again because there's a few things that I noticed. Because now that we're kind of doing the cake challenge, it wasn't too much with the cake challenge. Of course, Kenzie threw her shade at Corbin and stuff like that. She's just like, I'm gonna ice you, Corbin, because you lied to me. You know, she did all those things or whatever. But besides that, to me, I feel like it wasn't anything like major.
Mm-hmm.
And
Do you
until we
think
got
that?
to the
Do
movie
you think
challenge.
that Megan was kind of biased towards?
Oh, for sure,
But do you
for
agree
sure.
with Megan, or do you think like she probably should have not like put her input in there too much?
I feel like she shouldn't put her input in there too much because it affects like the villa or whatever. Like they already have a lot to deal with when it comes to them being around each other. So to have an outside person in, unless it's America in general, giving both perspectives and sides and opinions, having that one singular person come in, it like, girl, you're not there to host the reunion. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Like throw your little cute shade or whatever, but it's just like, I don't know. I feel like some of the comments, like, they were a little bit unnecessary.
No,
Like you could
she was
tell.
thinking like Clay did me dirty, so let me come in here and get on these because
Yeah,
that's
get on these
like
dudes.
what a month after her break.
Yeah.
Because then they
Yeah,
break up like a month ago or so, so it's still
yeah,
very fresh on her
right.
brain. So seeing
Yes,
Kate,
I do.
she was like,
Right. I do agree this reunion is
Yes.
gonna be very messy. I do think they need to beef up security. Okay, I gonna have to call Zeus and them security or something. Have them Samoan niggas on standby. Cause I do think it would get very hype. Because at this point, ain't no money on the mother line. And TT, I know she gonna be thinking, especially when she get home, and to see how people try to villainize her as this big bad wolf, and also people exposing her past. Child, she probably gonna gag when she see them two restraining orders all over TMZ. She has ended up on TMZ. You know, a lot of Love Island, they don't end up on TMZ. A few of them do, don't get me wrong, but it gotta be a big story for you to land on like TMZ. You get what I'm saying? So the fact that she landed on there, she not gonna be, the most friendliest, and happiest with all of the things that have happened since she's been in the villa. So this reunion is gonna be very interesting. Okay. Now at the end of the challenge, Carl and Amora pop up out of the cake. Now these two were not my choices to come back. Well, Amora was, but not Carl. I feel like I would have wanted Corey to come back only because it looks as if Carl is wanting to maybe explore Amora, but I do feel like Loki, just looking at it now, I feel like he's really doing it to keep Anaya on his toes, and he really does like Anaya because they have a lot more in common. They're both nerdy, quirky people, and I think they're going to be able to have more of a relationship than Amora will in him. Like those two to me are not like a good match, but I still would have preferred Corey because I want to see Sincere shake. I want to see a Bush Queen come in because I don't think Corey Bush Queen, but I'm just playing games. But I do want to see another dude come in to really like test Sincere and make him shake in his boots. Because I think that's the problem. We never had a bombshell, and this is why Sincere and Mel to me have stayed together. We never had a bombshell come in that's aiming for Melanie. If they had a bombshell come in aiming for Melanie, like I'm talking about, like that's all he wants, they would have eventually ended up breaking up because he
but
would
we had
make it
Corey. We had Corey. He was actually telling Melanie everything.
bombshell.
It still was Casa, but still like he's
I'm
still
talking about when Sincere is there. I'm
yo,
talking about like let's say he having a chat like Melanie having a chat with Sincere, and she's like Sincere, and you have a BBC come over like, hey Mel, can I get you a chat real quick? And then pull her away from Sincere and give him like that G check look, like, yeah, back up, little nigga. Like, we needed that.
We had
Because
Corbin.
Sincere would have been shaking in his boots.
Well, we had Corbin kinda, but then she kept saying she didn't
Man,
disrespect Kenzie. That's the reason why she didn't.
Corbin's AI. He don't,
Well,
he
mind
don't
you, we
count.
had two bombshells. We had Caleb, who don't like black women, if you know, and then Corbin. But Corbin was trying to.
Who
I feel,
don't like black women.
yeah, I feel like if
Girl,
Melanie like
perfect.
was doing what Sincere did, actually went and actually explored and not trying to hold back, because her main reason as
Right,
to why she didn't do it with Corbin is because she wanted to respect Kenzie. Had she
right,
didn't give a fuck about Kenzie, I feel like it would have been more her and Corbin, because I kind of liked how she looked with Corbin, but she had a chance. And then I know Corey's not a bombshell, but he still was telling her doing more what she, and she even said that this the happiest that she's ever been. But it's her fault, really. Sincere's
right,
been doing his thing, and he just kept coming back because he knows he can do that.
right. I know you
I will
said
say
they
this.
look good together, Corbin and Melanie, but they were not good together. Although they look good together, they were not good together because Corbin has no brain. He's not philosophical like Sincere is. Although Sincere, he just says a bunch of BS.
Not
He's
Mr.
very
Epitome.
philosophical. Yes. The reason why I
Well,
said it is because he uses wording and he makes himself sound more intelligent than he actually is. And I think that turns Melanie on. Sorry, PYT, go ahead. I'm
like
sorry.
Epitome,
Yes.
sounded like Ti.
Right.
But I feel okay. I feel like the big difference between a Corbin and a Corey is Corbin. He could have had Melanie. He
Hmm.
should have had Melanie, but he was not putting that thing on Melanie. Reason why he wasn't putting that thing on Melanie, it's easy to see why. Because Corbin was trying to get into the game. Reason why he chose Kenzie is because she was easy. Reason why he didn't choose Melanie is because he would have to work for that. He knows he would have had to compete against another man to get that, and he knew the chance for him to be able to win Melanie against Sincere was slim to none. So he honestly, I wasn't even looking at him to take Melanie away. Now, when it came to Corey, he was putting that stank on her. I think I thought the date was gonna win her over because she even told him like this is the type of date that I want to go on or whatever the case may be. He was doing all the right things. She even called him perfect, but it doesn't change the fact that she I can't even say she digmatized because she ain't have it yet. But it's
Right.
like something about that hair, something about Sinister that just makes her toes curl in ways, okay? And it's one of those things where like I would have, by the time I voted, I rethought it and I was like, dang, I should have voted for Corey, because I definitely agree there was no man in the house to have challenged Sincere the way he should have been challenged. And I feel like too many girls have been thrown in Sincere's way by way of Soul and Amora, and he fails the test every time. And it doesn't make a difference of him failing, or it doesn't make a difference of Melanie cussing him out for failing, and she's going to continue to come back.
Yes. No, that's a good point.
Pierre, do you think that, because I know we had jumped, we talking about Carl. So do you think that Carl being back in here, that production wanted Anaya to win? And do you see Carl and Anaya really lasting long outside?
I see them lasting long outside. I do not think they're going to win at all.
I agree.
I do not think they're going to
Want
win. I
Anaya to
feel
win.
like they don't know each other that long either. So that in itself will cause them not to win specifically because they're just not coupling up. And not only that, he still is eyeing Amor and making her breakfast. Okay?
That'll be
Making her all
nice.
types of
You have to
breakfast.
make a breakfast. Who else gonna make a breakfast?
Sincere.
I feel
Mm,
like Carl, I feel like he's already said to Anaya to her face, like, I'm not gonna just lay over and kiss you on the butt because I already told you what it is and you did not choose me. And honestly, I applaud him for that. Choose yourself, King, because it wasn't cool when Casey did it, but now it's cool when Carl did it. I just wanted to say that. But either or, I feel like when it comes to Carl, I'm glad that he gets to, explore the villa, do his thing. And I'm glad that he has Amora to be able to fall back on while he's trying to allow Anaya to fall in line. I'm just interested to see if all of the complaints that Casey had as far as him like catering to her and pouring into her and not getting poured back will be the same thing that Carl will face, or if she'll be able to kind of sort of overcome that. That's where I'm at with it, because I don't see them winning. I just want to see whether or not Anaya is going to grow in any way from this circumstance, because it definitely gives I, me. Even when she was giving that speech about why she was picking Casey, he pours into me. He tells me good things about myself. He affirms that I'm beautiful. Okay, what you do for him, ma'am? Can anybody tell me what she does for him? Nobody can name what she does for him. So it's like I would like to see some growth in her. Again, they are all young, but then again, I'm grown. So I want to see, something as far as that goes. But as far as the winner goes, child, it ain't gonna be them.
Yeah, I agree. I don't think it's gonna be not at all. And you said, Kai, that you think production wants an idol. I don't believe that, because they would not be torturing that girl like that. No shade. I don't agree with that at all. I
No,
feel like production wants Trinity and Bryce to win. I don't think they want Anaya to win at all. I don't. If anything, I think they want Sincere and Mel to get further than anybody, to be honest, just for the drama of it
I
all.
would say
But
production
Anaya, I don't think
wants
is a favorite of theirs at all.
Kenzie to win before they want
Because they
Anaya to
make
win.
Anaya look like a fool every chance they get it.
Looking like
The reason I say
Fantasia.
this because we haven't really seen them do stuff like this. Because what should have
Yeah.
happened? This is what should have happened on the recoupling. Anaya should have went home, but they kept her there. They should have had us vote who our favorite couple was.
But
so
they
we
did that for drama.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like they're doing it for a redemption arc, because they knew that everybody was going to bring Carl back, so Anaya can have a redemption arc to make it work. That's the reason why I said, because like they did the same thing with Alandria last season. Like, how many times was Alandria supposed to go home and she kept staying there? Then the whole thing happened where Sierra had to leave, and they know that the fans wanted Nick and Alandria together, so they made that happen, hoping that they probably was gonna win, but Amaya just had more fans. I'm seeing a pattern with Anaya, like how they did for Alandria last season. I was saying, like, either they want her to make it to the finale and be in the top 2, or they want her to win and everything. That's what I'm seeing, because it's like Anaya should have left when she was the only person single right there, to be honest.
Right. Yeah, no,
I'm seeing bad weave. I'm seeing melting makeup. I'm seeing you didn't pick me. I'm seeing the exact opposite. I'm not gonna hold you. If there's anybody that I see that they're giving favorites to, it is Kenzie, because the way this girl is clam slamming across the villa, across Casa Amor, across these men's faces, like I don't see any pattern as of yet. The only thing that I can say maybe would be a Trinity and Bryce that they starting to force, that I'm starting to notice that they forcing down our throat, because they're the only ones that they've gotten to coupling. I did y'all know this is my first season, so I did think that it was weird that Kata and Zach went to go have to make French fries, burgers, and chicken nuggets at the Hideaway before any sort of like intimate date setting happened. Yet Trinity and Bryce got that before they did. Like, I thought that that was odd. And like I said from episode 1, I feel like, they're trying to go for a Nicolandria situation when it comes to them, and they playing into it with their little Tubi acting too. So I don't really feel like Anaya is like the favorite here, because if that was the case, they would give her a humidifier for her hair. They would make sure that she ain't going out. They would give her more black options for her to choose from,
They
or
gave her
at least
12
something. I
black
don't
men.
know.
She didn't pick the black men. They gave her like 3 or 4 black men, and she didn't pick them.
I
They
can't
gave her
necessarily say she didn't pick them, because we didn't witness them doing the picking. And we know Anaya is a pick me, which means the other girls probably stomped all over her options the same way that they stomped on Casey's option to keep Soul.
Okay.
there. Trust me, they could have picked one of them black men. Gall is still in here.
I do not see Anaya pumping with her chest saying, I want that big, strong black man that squatted me to stay. And then
You'll be surprised. You never know, child. You never know, because he really did pick her up and do the tip it. So tip it. So round around. Like, you never know. Like, she might have. You never know. But I do agree. I don't think production favors her at all. I do. And I know you said that they trying to give her a redemption arc, and the reason I don't agree with that is because I feel like they kept her around for the drama of it all. They want to finish off that storyline. Her going home after TT has gotten paired up and not seeing her reaction and not seeing her have a conversation with KC, I think it would leave the viewers at such a freaking cliffhanger. So I don't think it was just for the benefit of her. It was just so they could complete a storyline, because they have these storyboards that they write down, and it's like they want to finish it out type ish. Now let's talk about Casey and I having a conversation. I want to say this. Both of them, like I said, my recap frustrated me. One, Casey, only because you do not pull somebody for a chat and say, you start. No. At the end of the day, you're the nigga. They already keep talking over you, my nigga. They keep talking over you. They keep talking over you. They keep talking over you. They yelling at you. They cutting you off. They doing all this stuff. You lead the conversation. You say, hey, he should, in my opinion, have G-checked her and also apologize if she felt disrespected. Which now she feel more disrespect after she saw what you said behind her back, but that's another story. But I feel like he should have leaded the conversation. Don't sit in a conversation that you put somebody for a chat for, and you talking about, hey, no, you go first. No, you go first. No, you start. No, you start. That irritated the crap out of him. Y'all are not children. Like, what the heck? And then Anaya, you cannot let this man complete a sentence without you. Shut up. Like, let him talk. It's so annoying to watch her conversation because she keeps interrupting every 2 seconds. And I have a bad problem with interrupting. Y'all see this, y'all know this. But I know when to really shut up. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, damn, girl, shut up. So those two really got on my nerves when it came to that. Do I think Casey is a coward? No. I feel like he's scary, but that's coward-like. So I guess you could say that's the same thing. But I do feel like he's a little like scary and not boisterous enough. And I do feel like it is because of the sympathy he has for women of color, which is an amazing quality to have. But in a show like this and with this cast, it does not benefit him because they're just attacking the man. So that's just how I feel about it. Do I think he was that Anaya was belittled? No. I was in my comments, people are saying he did belittle her. He did belittle her. I don't agree with that only because I feel like he belittled her behind her back. To her face, though, no. That's how I feel. What y'all think?
I feel like, for one, I definitely agree. He shouldn't have just been like, you first. No, you first. No, you first. That was so annoying to see, especially because production let us watch the whole drawn out version without them editing it down. Like,
they did that on
why
purpose,
are we seeing this? That was like 1 minute and 7 seconds long, like for no reason. So I feel like the reason why he did it that way is because he knows the second he starts talking, this girl is gonna cut her off. So I cut him off. So I think he was doing what he felt was logical, but I feel like he should have gave the explanation. He should have just been like, you know what? I want you to go ahead and go first because I want you to get everything off your chest because I want to be able to speak and you hear me and respect me. And then they could have went along with the dialogue. And I feel like I'll blame it on his age because he is young. He does not know how to use his words to speak out his emotions. I feel like he gets flustered really easily. I feel like he shuts down. And once he gets to that mode where he is using restraint to say what he really want to say, which is shut the F up, he'll just be like, okay, all right. And then she'll walk away and then he ain't get to say nothing. And honestly, like, I knew that conversation was going to lead nowhere. I just didn't think that it was going to infuriate me from the very beginning the way that it did.
What do you think, Kaya?
Say yes, like, because Anaya she does it like, I hate when people do that to me. So, but thing is, I'm not a man. So but because knowing me, I would have backhanded that hoe. Like, stop putting
like, Kaya, you're like cheating. You're gonna get a restraining order.
Is this Bad Girls Club?
Is this Bad Girls Club?
It's Bad Girls Club today. It's Bad Girls Club today if you don't let me speak. Yeah, but I just don't like. And it's like, to me, in this conversation, Anaya keep talking about when you came in, you looked down and you didn't pull me for a chat. And that's all she keeps saying. She keeps talking some you belittle me. The real reason why you're upset, Anaya, let's just be honest. Let's be real for a second. Because we found out later on. You're just sitting there looking stupid because you chicked him and he brought somebody back. That's why he doesn't want to say that. And then she just sit here talking about, and every time he tries to explain, she keeps cutting him off. When she said, oh, you were letting TT speak for you. Weren't you not? You were letting Kata and Trinity talk for you.
Right.
Kata and Trinity talk for you. And he was like, no, that's not what happened. I feel like, and I said it when I did my recap, when I broke down the conversation, it's like, The only reason why TT stepped in and talked for him because all of y'all were ganging up on him and he couldn't get a word out. And I'm to that point where it's like, if y'all not gonna let me speak, I'm not gonna waste my breath because what's the point of me wasting my breath? But then she wanted to keep using that conversation. And what really was irritating me is like she wasn't taking no accountability at all. She was trying to make it seem like she was perfect in the situation. Well, Naya, you were not perfect either. But I don't like how she was trying to make. She says, "Oh, she doesn't like how everybody with the guys were trying to make Casey like the villain." But it's like, honey, what are you taking any accountability? It's like she's not taking no accountability at all. And that's what's irking me. And it's like, just tell the reason why you're really mad. You're mad because he didn't pick you. You didn't pick him at first, and he didn't pick you.
Exactly.
Okay.
Oh yeah, sincere. Yeah.
I agree. I feel like I
his
hate the
hand.
fact that they kept belittling his reasoning and cut him off right when he got to that point, the pick me point. But it was okay for her to, you didn't choose me, like 10 times over. And it's just like, yo, I said it before that like they keep belittling a man's perspective, and at this point, it's the dark skinned man's perspective because by the time Sincere spoke, it was okay. When Zach spoke, it was okay. When anybody else spoke, it was okay. But the second Casey what does Casey stand for? The second Kyer Charles.
Let me look at his real name, child. Because we all here Casey Undercover. What's
I
your real
want to
name,
say his
child?
whole name so bad, but I
Let,
You
can't.
let
so
me see
funny.
it.
I
Let me
got
see
that
it. Let me see
right
it.
now. I
Ooh,
got
I got it. I got it.
right
I
now.
got it. I got it. It's Kumon Damian Chandler.
Come
Come
on,
on.
the second come on, Damian Sandler.
Come on. Come on.
Come
Come on.
on. Come
Come
on. Quit playing.
on.
Come on.
The second come on says come on. Let
Come
me
on.
finish
Come
my
on. Come on.
sentence.
Come
Come
on.
on.
Come on.
Is an issue. And it's like, dang, you can be a pick me, but I can't be a pick me. Kenzie could be a pick me, but I can't be a pick me. Like, dang. It's like, yo, like the only thing this man ever asked for is for her to listen, is for her to give him his love language, which clearly is a physical touch. He wasn't asking the way Trinity was
Right.
making it at movie night talking about something. It was lust. It was lust. No, Trinity, if your love language isn't a physical touch, it's not for you to understand. But don't sit here and act like he's the lustful one when you got Kenzie sitting 2 feet away from you. Like, don't do that. I feel like it's so demeaning the way that they be trying him, especially when it comes to calling him the B word. He didn't call not one of them outside of their name. If anything,
Mm.
Sincere did before he did. So it's one of those things where it's just like, the way that they be coming at him sideways at any given moment. I hate the fact that Anaya was not able to accept accountability and now she's okay with her friends just dumping down the throat. And it's like she only jump when they jump. Like you're only frustrated because they're frustrated. You're only crying, like y'all said, is because you're standing there alone and that your man didn't choose you. You went with your guts, ma'am. You should have went with the Pepto Bismol because he did not choose you. He was not going to choose you. TT was like, you saw him with the Fulani haired bee, and you had the audacity to think that your wig was going to last. Like, sis, let's be honest here. I feel like her issue is she wanted to go with some fine ish. She said it, she called it, and I knew she wasn't gonna pick Carl. I wanted Casey is fine ish, but Carl is perfect. So Carl is perfect, but he's not fine ish. And Casey is
Mm.
fine ish, but he's not perfect. So what you're telling me, Anaya, is that you are okay with settling with being unhappy with some fine ish rather than being happy with somebody that you think is cute. That's what you're telling me. So if that's
Mm.
the case, then I'm not going to feel sorry for you, and I'm not going to speak against Casey on your behalf because this was your bed. You can lay in it over in soul ties, and that ain't got nothing to do with me.
Okay. Now also too, the conversation really ends with an apology. Because we're still at the conversation. They have a conversation, ends with somewhat of an apology. Casey Kuman. I'll start calling him that.
Come
You know, it's so
on,
crazy. Now I know his full name.
Mom,
I'm surprised because
no. Why
Anaya
did we
strikes
look
me as
this
the
up
type of
before?
girl when she gets mad, she says your full government name. Like, I'm surprised she wasn't like, come on, Chandler. Why are you doing this to me? I'm surprised she didn't say that. That would have been funny as hell.
No, that gives me Trinity. Trinity tell. I feel like Trinity was yelling at the top of
Come
her lungs
on.
from across the villa.
But at the end, he basically he apologized or whatever somewhat, but he basically was like, "Damn, that's crazy. Like, I'm not a bad guy." And he basically is joking with her, like, "Hey, go talk to Carl." And she's like, "I'll do what I want. Come on, Leave me alone. Come on. You know, they're sort of jokingly, like, I really don't think they hate each other. As much as Anaya does all this screaming and hollering, I really feel like it's because she don't want to look like a dummy, especially in front of her friends and all of
That
America.
part.
But deep down, she knows that man is not a bad guy. And I don't think she really hates him as much. Okay.
Right.
Yeah,
So
she.
there's
She
that.
gonna get over it. She not gonna be mad at her fine ish for long.
Okay.
We
Next,
done.
we have Miss Kinsey. Now, Miss Kinsey, you know, this episode, this is before movie night. The episode during movie night, but a little bit before the text was read. Miss
Hmm.
Kinsey decided, you know, I want to explore. I want to have a little fun. So she decided, like, Gal, can I have a chat with you? So she goes up there and then she gets to start talking to him. She like, you know, I just really want to explore connection. Like, you know, when's the last time you been in love? Have you ever been with a country woman? That, you know, she get to stroke his hand and then they get to kissing, right? And she says she feels like a kiss is like a handshake. Is a kiss like a handshake, guys?
No.
Absolutely not. Well,
I don't
maybe at Love Island
know.
because the way that they be swapping spit with everybody across the board at this point in time, like even on the first episode, remember this is my first season. So when I seen that first episode in my head, I was like, damn, Zach done kissed Bryce technically because his
Right.
saliva is in his mouth. Like it was just overwhelming for me. So I
Oh,
ain't gonna hold
Corbin and
you.
Sincere kiss too because of Melanie. They kiss
Oh
for
yeah, she
sure.
kept going back and forth. Like they both
Yeah.
were just. Ew.
And they both saw it, so they know what was going on.
Child, it definitely gives
Mm,
in Love Island area. She right. She might just be right. A kiss is a handshake. But as for me and my household, absolutely not.
But why was she so mad at Corbin for asking for kisses then? If a kiss is like a handshake,
Oh,
right. And I hope they play that clip on Movie Night Part 2 with her
they
saying that. I really hope they do that because I want to see her say, like, hey, you know, I think, you know, just kissing is like a handshake. Okay. So now she was honest. She let Dylan know, which Dylan got very emotional. Okay. Dylan was in a puddle of tears, girl.
that
Barely.
is a
Not
red
gonna lie.
flag right now. That's a
That's a
red flag.
red flag. You think a man crying is a red flag?
Crying over somebody after you known them for what 4 days? Yeah, red
4 days.
flag.
Mm.
I can see
But
if this
some
was
people
like
are more
4 months.
emotional than others.
I no, but I can see if this they were talking for like 4 months. This has been 4 days. You don't know Kenzie like that. Okay. What's her middle
But
name?
some people could say that's hypocritical for you to say when TT and KC didn't know each other for 4 days and they
No,
locked in
that's
so
hypocritical
That
quickly.
for
is different.
him
Ryan,
because
Uh,
he that's hypocritical
Ryan.
for him because he came in through Casa Amor and had an opportunity to see how Kenzie moved before he came in. So
ah,
what you crying for?
see, I
But
like
you
being
talking
messy
about
and
her
certain stuff.
kissing because like that's what she like, but you know Kenzie was kissing around. Now TT, what she said was that's like if you my friend, I'm not gonna let you get ganged up on two different things. But crying is crazy. I ain't believe them
Hmm.
tears. It's like
And they were barely coming out. No shade, Dylan. You gotta do a little
he was
better.
trying to
You
force
gotta
them
get some
tears to come
classes
out.
from
He was like this.
Trinity. Get
I
some
ain't gonna
crying
hold you.
classes
The
from
only one who
Trinity.
has cried all season that I felt where they were coming from was Kada, because she was toe up
You
about
felt
little
Kata's
angel
cry.
wings.
You felt you felt Kata's cry because I didn't really.
Me
Because she was
either.
toe up
Sorry.
about
Yeah,
little
she
angel.
like
I feel
Kata
like
said
her
like she tried to
tears.
force the tears to come out. Like no, does it feel
I
like she's
feel
trying to
like
force them to cry?
Nah, I believed her tears because her tears came from a place of damn, I could have been kissing on fine ass Shay, but I'm sitting here wasting my time waiting for your English ass to come back. Now, Melanie's tears, I did not believe, and I definitely didn't believe Anaya tears crying in the photo booth.
I felt her
Melanie's
tears
I
when
tears,
she was
felt like
getting laughed at when it came to Melly, when it came to Anaya, when she was walking away and she's like, they're laughing, bro. Because one thing I like to be is laughed at. So I felt her when it came to that.
no, I'll tell you, because when Melanie was crying, the reason why I didn't believe it, one, because I feel like Melanie didn't cried enough. And at this point in time, she probably had Mary J. Blige not gonna cry playing in her head. And she was just like, oh my God. She was just frustrated. When it came to
Mm,
freaking Anaya ass, she was looking for attention. She was just huffing and puffing and doing the most. Remember, all the girls were minding their business after the whole debacle of her thinking that they were laughing at her. She took
right.
her little blankets and pillows and went over to Soul Ties. Wasn't nobody over there. They're like, what's that noise? oh my God, she's crying. At this point in time, she probably told the girl she's over it. She's going to bed. All of a sudden, you hear coming from the bushes. Girl, shut up! I would have screamed across the villa because it's like, girl, you made your bed, lay
Oh,
in it. Like, I don't know. It was giving phony.
oh, great. Then we
Mm.
didn't even talk about her little tear, her little breakdown, wait to excel moment. Like, I just cannot do this, you guys. Like, I want to go home to freedom. To freedom. Like, I want to go home. We didn't talk about her falling on that ground. Did y'all like that?
Okay. So how I feel
No,
about
I
that?
need you to give me the Fantasia clip, please and thank you.
That's literally, you read my mind because I'm pulling it up right now. I'm sorry. Okay, now I understand her cry was very dramatic. Okay, I will say that. But the only part, like I said a little bit ago, I felt bad when she was crying about being laughed at. Because imagine you already emotional, right? You got your heart broken, right? And then you hear Permita and her screeching voice like in the background. I would feel away too, like, what you laughing at? Ain't nothing funny. You get what I'm saying?
They weren't
So
laughing at her though. She was thinking they were. They weren't laughing at her.
no, she was, because she was like, Permita was laughing because she was like, oh, you didn't thought they're like married for like a few days. She was
It
laughing.
wasn't her specifically though. She was talking about all the girls, so they all act like they married to these men.
Well, she's included. You know what I'm saying? So I would have felt a way about that. So that I understand.
Yeah, but they weren't
And
laughing
I'm
We
directly
pulling
at
were
the
speaking
video.
generally, but I'm gonna need Anaya to get a little bit of composure and
Get it together.
bitch and moan about that upstairs, and not to do it right in their face, because the way she was stomping up and down, talking about some, they're laughing at me, like she was about to turn into the Hulk. I was just like, girl,
She got some
like,
big feet. I
no,
thought
they
she could
already
really-
won. Why are you letting them win even more? Like, you embarrassed now, you're embarrassing yourself even more. Girl, move.
And Melanie over there giving her the speech. It's like, Melanie, maybe you should point that finger back at you. No, no.
Absolutely.
I felt like Melanie was being a good girlfriend to her. Okay. Like I understand she was very delusional. She was very dramatic, but I appreciated Mel in that point because she spoke life into her. She basically let her know, like, girl, you feel me? Like you're a good person or whatever. Y'all just were not compatible. And I pray to be as ever composed as you ever were, like as you have ever been. So you get what I'm saying? Like that I was happy about. Because
But
she
I
really
don't
did
take
speak
it
life
seriously
into her.
because I don't like people. I don't like people giving me advice and you can't take your own advice. So when she was
But
doing all
no,
this,
she didn't
Mm.
give her advice. She was just speaking life into her because she didn't give her advice because she said, I wish I could be more as composed as you are. So
no,
that
she
to me isn't
said
giving
that.
But she
advice.
was
That's
She
saying
also
anything.
belittling
said
Casey
you
and
don't need
saying
to
that
be
he
in
doesn't fit into her
because
lifestyle and stuff like that.
Yeah, he was a builder nigga.
Yes. And what's
well, she
sincere
said
is,
that, but they would have cut it out if she said it. But she also, in that sense, was kind of giving her advice too, talking about some, oh yeah, he don't deserve you. There's gonna be millions of
Sincere as
people.
a builder Lord for her quarters.
Girl, well, like nothing, but yeah, I understand, like not necessarily, but it's like I don't like people because if kind of says, well, Melanie's were in a worse position than I, if we just being quite frank. But it's like, honey, why are you saying all this to her when you literally don't like? You need to say that to yourself in the mirror. Look in the mirror and say that to yourself, Melanie. That's why I know I can't take it serious. I don't like people that does stuff like that when you don't want to take your own quote unquote advice because you're still with this man who's been making you cry. Like ever since Melanie came back from Casa, she has been sad and crying, and she don't look the same no more. Like she
She
literally
does
got
not look the same.
like she
That
looks
stress would do
no,
something
she
to
looked
you,
like she
girl.
done
She
lost
looked
even more weight.
crazy.
she look like she done lost weight. She ain't
Yes.
eating right.
No, for real. We starting to see her rib cage when she put the bikinis on.
No, dead ass. No, I was looking at her and I'm like, oh, she don't look the same at all. Like she looks stressed.
She is just, bruh. Oh my God.
Oh, so I have live view of Melanie. I mean of Anaya crying at at the villa.
Being
So this was some
escorted.
BTS that I was able to get shared to me through Love Island producers. And they were able to give us
Oh my God.
Y'all should be ashamed using Fantasia moment.
No,
for
she
this
looks just like that, bruh.
She did look.
I ain't right, y'all. Oh man, shout out to Twitter.
Whew.
Yeah. Oh man. Okay. Now let's get back, y'all. So after that happens or whatever, the conversation between them two. Let's get to oh yeah, back to Kenzie. Kenzie ends up kissing out, but then she let Jen know. So we're gonna speed through it a little bit because we're gonna add everybody to give their opinion or whatever. I feel like with Kenzie, when she was talking to Jen, she gaslit Jen, and it bothered the crap out of me because how you gonna get mad that she upset? She's like, it really bothers me that you're saying I'm not a good friend because I feel like I'm a really good friend, and you're saying I'm not a good friend, and it's really bothering me. But you know, I get where you're coming from. I'm like, this is crazy. Like, how you mad that she mad?
It's crazy to me that Jen is not a Karen, but
No, she really
but
isn't because I would have
she's
cussed her.
not.
Oh,
She's more of a Courtney. She knows how to act in public. She goes to a couple rallies every now and
right,
again, and maybe she's had a black boyfriend or two. But when it comes
right.
to Kenzie, this lady is a Karen, and she's over here Karening the mess out of the Courtneys, and it's just like, yo, like the gaslighting is real. The not taking accountability is real, because to the same notion that you over here feeling some type of way when Jen is stepping to you, why did you feel some type of way when Melanie was respectful to telling you everything that was happening between her and Corbin, even though nothing was occurring at all? Like, girl, sit down somewhere, clam slammer.
Clam slam.
You
Yeah,
Okay.
lit
shout out to
liquor.
Mario Boy. Shout out
To
to
me,
Mario.
I feel like Jen was too nice in this conversation. This would have been the time to really speak up and let like your voice be heard because it's like you tried the heck out of me. Let me have done that to you, like Mel did that to you. And Mel didn't even kiss Corbin, and you was mad at Mel. Like, I'm really upset with you that you pulled him to a chat, and she didn't even kiss him, and you feeling away. So
Right. And my thing
you
is,
pulled my
Jen
the
ain't
chat
even
and you
have no
kissed me.
loving yet.
That
Jen
part.
is fairly still new when it comes to the bombshells.
That
And
part.
it's like, this is her first real choice that America ain't set her up with, or she just fell upon. And it's like, damn, girl, you done had about 10 niggas. Let me get this one, even if
Right.
it is gall.
Right.
Boy.
And let's
No,
talk about Gull. Who's Gal? Now, Gal end up having a conversation with Jen. And this is what happens when you let an ugly nigga think he's cute. Because that nigga played in her face. And I couldn't believe it. I was like, wow. Like, he twisted around, like, you know, like, I'm not really feeling this. And, like, the way that you're acting, you're coming across very aggressive. If you think Jen is aggressive, you must think that TT is like a hoodlum. Because that is I'm not aggressive. That girl can't even, she don't even
He
speak with an
thinks
octave
Trinity is on
higher.
death row.
Her voice cracks like KC voice crack. Aggressive. I just couldn't believe he said that. I'm like, this is what it looks like when somebody just getting gaslit like this. Like, it gagged the heck out of me watching that conversation because I'm like, wow, like he really is playing in this girl's face as if she's doing something wrong when she didn't do nothing. She literally did nothing wrong. So
Right.
I
no.
feel like Jen should have turned up on him, and he really should have turned up on Kenzie. What y'all think?
Well, Gall, I don't know what. Like, I don't get him because first of all, you're talking about some when he was talking to Jen the first time. That was 2 episodes ago, right? When she was like, "I don't feel like you like me" or something like that, and he said, "I'm just not really a physical person." You going and telling the
No,
boys,
I'm talking about when they had the conversation, like this second to last episode. No, this last episode, not even second to last. This last episode when they were talking. No, it was second to last episode. I'm tripping. When they were talking, and he basically was telling her like it's her fault that other that people are scared to I guess explore him because they think that they're together or something. Basically blaming her as to why he's not able to explore with other people, which is crazy to me.
"Oh yeah." I was just trying to
Right.
bring it all together. So I was
Oh, okay,
saying
my
like,
bad, my bad.
how he was saying first he was saying how he's not a physical person and how Jen is making him try to be something that he's not. You're on Love Island.
Right.
Anyway, you going to tell the guys that you don't want to be this person, and then immediately when you go to Kenzie, you're kissing her. What happened to you not being physical? Then he talking about some, oh, people don't want to talk to me because of you. Who besides Kenzie, what other girl in that villa wants to talk to you?
Ain't nobody talking to you because of that
First of
mustache,
all,
sir.
it's the second to last week. Like the show ends next week. Everybody is dang near closed off at this point. So what other girl in this villa is trying to talk to you, Gal? I don't know if you think you this hot. I don't know what it is, Gal, but you ain't all that. Well, you're not even that. Let's just be honest with you right now. I don't know why Gal is here. Jen, I blame you. Even though I like you, Jen, I still blame you because you were the reason why this Muppet is in here. So yeah, and you got turned down by this Muppet. So that's a crazy number one. Number two, Kenzie, I don't get Kenzie either, but you know, she likes what she likes. But with Gaul, I kind of see him now that Jen is single at this point, and Kenzie don't seem like she's leaving Dylan. It seems like they about to be out the door. It makes sense. What's the point of Jen and Gaul still being here after this? There's no waste of space.
True.
It's gonna be a waste of a space, just like Caleb and his girl. No offense, but yeah,
I do feel like they're going to end up kicking out like a few people soon. So, and I'm scared for Jen.
It's too many people in there. I'm like, it's so many people still left. Like, where are the eliminations? We gotta get rid of like 3 or 4 couples at this point? I won't mind 3 or 4 people leaving at this point.
And I hope it's voting wise, no shade, to make the drama even more.
Yeah, that's normally like America normally votes like their favorite couples, whoever's in the bottom normally at this point leaves. That's what it is.
Right. But I want them to do, because they haven't done this yet. They haven't done the stand behind each other one, where they stand behind who they want to keep and all that. I want that done.
But at this point, like, should they even do it at this point? Because like that means, because like, just say like,
I feel like it should be 2 eliminations.
Yeah, because like, let's say like Melanie, for some reason, Melanie and Sierra like in the bottom. If Melanie stays and Sierra goes, what's the point of Melanie staying there? She ain't gonna have no couple.
That's true.
Yeah, so I just don't know how they're gonna do it at this point right now, because it's almost time for it to end. So I really feel like they just need to let us vote like our favorite people, and whoever's in the bottom 3 or bottom 4, kick them out.
Yeah,
people out of here. I'm tired of it. I don't like no couple no more. So I don't care who leaves at this point. So yeah, somebody gotta go.
Right. Next, we also have the situation that happens. Hold on. We have Permita. She locks in with Corbin very quickly at that. Okay, like locks in very, very quickly. She's just like, I don't know how I'm feeling about everything, and it's just like, oh, I wouldn't like it with you, Corbin, but then again, I wouldn't like it with you. Do you want to like it? And then Corbin's like, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, like, if you want to lock in, we could lock in, and then when we get in the bed tonight, we could really lock in, if you know what I mean. So like, you want to lock in, and they end up locking in. How did you feel about that? Because I feel like it was very inorganic. It was very weird to me. Like, it was random as hell. I do not feel like Permita and him are gonna last outside of the show. Like,
no,
something about her emotions are just off to me. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't know. I'm not sure about them, and I do feel like it's a lot of lust.
She's cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. I think it's very much lust, like you said. But okay, them closing off, okay, whatever. But am I surprised? No, because normally in previous seasons, that's why the season has been like doo-doo, in my opinion. In previous seasons, around this time, people need to be closing off because they ain't got that much time left. So honestly, truthfully, who else is Corbin gonna talk to, and who else is Parmita gonna talk to at this point left in the game? So people need to start closing off right now, because I don't know what's going on. Nobody else needs to still be exploring at this point. I think everybody should just lock down at this point. So I don't mind it, but they ain't gonna last. None. I don't feel like no couple is gonna last longevity like Serena and Cordell at this point. But maybe I could be wrong. Maybe they can prove me wrong. Because I don't think.
Or as long as Nick in the laundry.
Fear, don't play with me. Speaking. Well, we didn't talk about it, or we can just ease our way into that.
Which
movie night? Do you really think Bryce and Trinity are going to last? Because Bryce is 30 years old and she's 22. Do we really believe that?
I do. Okay, I feel like they're going to last for a limited amount of time, but they're going to break up in a respectful manner, because I think Bryce is never going to go and disrespect her publicly. She's never going to disrespect him publicly, but they're going to come into they're going to come to a mutual agreement that they see different paths in their lives, and they're going to come out with a social media statement, both stating that they no longer want to be together. Okay, that's what I think is going to happen. No shade.
don't see them lasting because
I
I've been
think
saying
as
this
far
all.
as
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, PYT.
No, I was just gonna chime in with Corbin and Parmita, and then with Trinity and Bryce. As far as I mean Corbin, Lord, yeah, that's his name, Corbin. It's too many C names. Corbin and
Right.
Parmita goes. I do am fine with them closing themselves off because who else want Corbin? And who else gonna go after Parmita? At this point in time, it is what it is. Y'all closed off. Y'all two dummies. Y'all matched together anyways. It is what it is. Now, as far as them on the outside world, honestly, because he already slid in her DMs, that showed me that that is somebody that he was already interested in the outside world. So it might work. I think it's just one of those things where like they'll be industry-ish as far as them looking good together. She is a personal trainer, so he's gonna make her look good in the videos and stuff like that. Now, will it go anything past surface level? Probably not. I don't see him proposing to her or anything like that, but they'll be cute out there somewhere until he cheats, and then that'll be the end of that. Now, as far as Trinity and Bryce goes, I still feel like Bryce is gay. I still feel like Trinity is a to be actress. So by the time they make it to the end, I feel like their relationship, I definitely agree with Pierre that they're going to be like as cordial as possible about them parting ways. But if it is a messy situation, I feel like it may be messy on account of like Bryce. I feel like Trinity would not want to go out sad. Like maybe they'll make it look like Bryce was the bad person and Trinity was left crying because she's the America's sweetheart of the situation, and Bryce will be able to handle it. He'll be the one to put out the public statement, but he'll land on his feet
Right.
because he's a white man. I just feel like it's just gonna be something like that. But as far as any of these couples, only one that I really see lasting in the real world is Casey and TT, because what? Her name is TT, okay?
Okay. Yeah, so that was it for the most part, and then we're leading into movie night. Okay. Now they announced movie night, and
Hmm.
some of the boys already quaking in their boots.
Oh,
Gal,
oh.
get off the screen. I'm playing y'all. But yeah, so we lead into movie night, and then the boys already quaking in their boots or whatever, specifically Zach. And Kate like, oh my God, why are you upset, Zach? Like, why are you getting nervous? You have something you didn't tell me? Like, this is crazy. Like, what's going on? Do you think this should have been the time Zach could have been like, hey, like, she wasn't there when it was time to pick people. So I came by default. Just to give you a heads up, I don't want you to gag.
He should have told her right there, yeah. But,
Okay.
but I feel like he probably it went over. I feel like he knew they
Absolutely.
were gonna show him kissing her. I don't think she was gonna notice because mind you, that wasn't really a clip. Kata didn't realize that until they showed another clip. So that's probably why he's not thinking, let me not tell her that, because what are they gonna show? The producers telling her to leave because they ain't gonna show that. So, but he should have showed. But Kata had an epiphany and had to go to Tiffany, like I said. They noticed that she
Mm,
and everything. And then Zach is trying to make an excuse saying, but that was me just closing it off with her. Like that don't matter, Zach. Because Zach was not being necessarily upfront about everything he did in class. I think he was trying to play it sweet so Kata wouldn't start yelling at him because she probably might hit him and everything.
right. That's true. That's very, very, very true. Now we get to the movie night. They first start off with the relationship between Mrs. Anaya
It was Zach
and
and Kata was
no, it
first.
was that. No, it was Zach. Oh, yeah, it was Zach and Kata's first. So
Well,
to be
nothing.
honest, I didn't really care about it because the only thing is she didn't know about the whole situation with Alana, which to me it gagged her so much. She was so quiet. She couldn't even she kind of put in her opinion on the Casey situation, but she was quiet for the most part because she knew better because she had her own situation going on and it gagged her and it made her quiet.
Mhm. Yeah, it
So
wasn't
No, I
nothing
felt
from
like she
them.
was being calculated and she was trying to figure out how many times that he had an opportunity to be able to tell her. She was trying to put it together.
she
He
was
had
thinking over it.
24 seconds and it hit
And
the
what's
shot. She
crazy
was
is
trying to go over it over and over. Like you could tell. Hmm.
yeah, it's the fact that she didn't know too that gagged me, not just through Zach, but through other people, because she even asked Jaden. Child, I forget Jaden's there half the time. No shade. Sorry,
Uh,
Jaden and
I
Kayla.
got
Ooh.
her name. I'm like, who?
They shade. When I seen her in the movie now, I'm like, oh, I forgot she there. They're like, oh, she was like, Jaden, you know? And then Jaden's like, I thought you knew. Like, what? You don't know? I was like, oh, it's the fact everybody kept this all like hush hush, like shh. You know what I'm saying? And she ain't know. Like that to me was kind of crazy. So that's how I feel about that, to be honest. And it also
Only
because
person I would have expected to say it was Zach, and because he didn't, he
yeah,
crazy.
yeah. We move on to Casey and Anaya. Okay. Now they play their clip of Casey first, which here's how I feel about it. The clips that they played of Casey, Love Island producers, y'all are really making this like they didn't play not one positive clip about him. It was all the
Yeah.
negative things he said about Anaya, him calling her grandma, like him kissing Sydney. I'm like, damn, like y'all even put the Sydney thing, like putting the Sydney thing is like y'all just wanted a little cherry on top of the Sunday. Y'all said, "Ooh, this is a good Sunday. Let me add a little sweetness to it." Ugh. Boom. They play him kissing Sydney, all types of stuff, right? And at this point, I feel like another thing that made this worse, Casey, Kuman. Kuman, you kept putting your head back in shock as if you didn't know you did these things. And I think that's what added to the layer because the girls are looking at you like, oh, you know you're a piece of crap, ain't ya? Had he just been like, yup, yup, I don't think that would have changed anything, don't get me wrong. But I just think, you could have braced yourself for what was coming because you leaning your head back as if, you just got caught literally with your pants down. It's like, come on, man. You know you did those things. Don't cock your head back. Stand on it. You know what I'm saying? Then we get to the girls reacting. This is what bothers me. They girls all go in at once, and it's like y'all can't do that. It's like y'all g banging this man. Okay, y'all keep g banging him, and I don't think it's fair because it's like he's not able to speak, and once again, he's already not a boisterous person. He's not an opinionated, talkative person like some of us are. So it's like it makes it harder for him to even speak. At this point, you could tell TT was about 2 seconds from saying something. Now she ended up saying something to Sincere because Sincere was telling all of the girls this is the happiest they done seen KC, telling all the Costa girls this happiest they see KC. But the moment he get back to the villa, mums was the word. He was sitting back or whatever, not really having KC back, in my opinion, like he should have as his good homeboy. But we all know, to be honest, Sincere is really not Casey's friend at all. Now, the getting up part, should Casey have gotten up? I don't get the point of I didn't get the point of him getting up because he really wasn't saying nothing, no shade. Like the point he was trying to make, it didn't make sense, to be honest. I really feel like him getting up, had he get up and say, listen, I did what I did. At the end of the day, you already cried enough. Like you already hurt. I apologize. You getting mad because now you're seeing it is BS. I thought he was gonna say that, but he was trying to make another point that to me didn't really make sense. But it didn't even matter because once again, he was getting ganged up on. And the moment he started getting ganged up on, you saw TT shaking. See, TT was shaking like a stripper, you feel me, on Sunday morning communion, like just shivering, right? And I also did not like the fact that Anaya got in his face because if the roles were reversed, Casey would look like the bad guy. So
Mm-hmm.
you getting up in his face and you like, and doing all that. I thought this was at the Bad Girls Club. You can't be doing all that hooting and hollering, getting in that man's face like that. First of all, this ain't even a show for all that.
Right.
We classy over here. You take all that to Zeus and all that TV, all that hooting and hollering. Like you get what I'm saying? Like this the classy show. Go ahead, y'all.
I'll go with PYT because that's your man's.
And I stick beside him. Team, what's his name? Come on, team, come on,
Kumar,
okay? I just
Kumar.
feel like, for one, I wish he had the level of vocabulary to be able to articulate himself properly. Because if he did, he would have been able to eat them alive, okay? When it comes to these girls, the level of disrespect that came out of all of their mouth and the team captain being Trinity, I hated it for him because it's one of those things where it's just like it was all the black women yelling at him. Melanie Afro Latina, my Haitian girl over here yelling at him. Freaking Trinity, the
Basura.
queen of the black girls. It's like every type of black girl was coming at him, and it was just like so sad to see
Except
because
for
like
Kenzie.
not one of y'all can level.
Shut
No,
up. She ain't got
listen, except for the clam slammer. Listen, the clam was sealed shut that night because she was mute. Oh my God, she knew her dirt was about to be dug, so she wasn't paying them no attention. When I say she was sitting with her legs crossed in the corner, but anyway, I feel like when it came to that circumstance, I really felt for him because for one. I watched that video, his movie night clip over and over and back and forth. And I literally counted that they put out 13 different clips. And out of all 13, I can only account for one that I cannot give him an excuse for. And that was the one where he said that that he has leeway when it comes to doing it with when it comes to bringing back a girl from Anaya because he was speaking her life the entire time in the villa. For one, do not take what you have done for me and use it against me on the flip side in front of your
Right.
homeboys. Do not do that
Right.
because now I
That
don't believe
part.
a word that's coming out of your mouth. Now you called me the blueprint. Was I really the blueprint, or were you just saying that so that you can get a little bit of physical touch from me? Like now, that's the part where I had a problem with, and that part I will never agree with. And I definitely can, Anaya, you can get a genuine apology out of me for him saying that. Now, everything else, I feel
PYT,
like
can
she
we
should
hear
have
the
been able to take that.
apology?
You know what? Anaya, you are the blueprint. And I definitely feel
Mm,
like it was unfair of me to take everything that I said to you and weaponize it because it was not
okay.
fair. I meant every
Right.
word, and I hope that you
Uh-huh.
understand that I am genuine when I say that.
Okay. That's a
Sincerely,
better
come on.
period. Come on. Kumar Chandler.
Sincerely, come on,
I can't believe
Chandler.
that's his name. I thought his name was like Keon or something like that. Like it's Kumar. Okay. Kumar Chandler.
what the people like when you in college they graduate cum laude or something like that.
Right.
I'm screaming. It gives when he went to the auditions. It gives when he went to the auditions. He was just they were like, "What's your name? You're real handsome. My name is Kamon Chandler. What do they call you? Well, they call me Casey. Yes, Casey.
They
Write
call
that
me
one
Casey
down.
Undercover. Okay. Now I will say before you go okay, I will say when they play because we're gonna talk. Oh, let me not go because we're gonna talk about nice clips separately. So go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, so I wanted to someone in the comments says, well, I think you had Pierre, you said they didn't play a positive clip. Well, this is your first movie night. Movie night is supposed to be messy like this. They ain't gonna never show no
Right.
positive clips. It's supposed to be people talking ish behind your back, which I like because season 6 was
Okay.
so great. I hate last season didn't get it. But I will say, like, what I found very funny is that everybody was like, oh my God, I need them to play that grandma comment. Meanwhile, she wasn't even mad about that comment. So y'all did all that for what?
Absolutely.
Grandpa? What was that clip?
Exactly. The episode before.
What was that clip? I'm just saying. But I would say in like after everything, like what he was saying, was it nice? No, I'm not sitting here trying to excuse his actions or everything like that. But I will say, I wish they would just keep it, which I hate. I want this to end the Casey and Anaya thing because they give me a headache. But it should have just been between Casey and Anaya. It's like when everybody has something to say, and it's mostly on the girls, because I feel like the only reason the guys speak up is because all the girls are piling on Casey. That's what I'm seeing it from on my side. So I just feel like it just needs to be between those two and everything like that. Now he did say he has apologized and everything like that. Like, what more can this man say? Because and I didn't like when Casey said, "You've been talking, can I speak?" And she said, "No." It's like, okay, so when he doesn't speak, it's a problem. But when he does speak, it is a problem. So Naya, what do you want? What do you want? And like
Definitely.
I said earlier, when I said how Naya, you was like, oh, why was TT speaking for you? And Naya, even in this moment, saying, why the guy speaking for KC? Why do you have Trinity, who's 22, Kata, who's 22, and how old is Anaya? 24, 25? Why you got two 22-year-old girls speaking for you?
You're a little girl.
Mouthpiece.
You a little girl.
And also, let me ask you guys, does that
Uh-huh.
mean Corbin was right? Because he said the Villa girls give high school.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah, for
Everybody
sure.
was mad about that comment.
It's like Mean Girl Kid Cluckers.
Yeah, that's the same.
The
Because
crazy thing is everybody was mad about that comment, but every guy said it in their own way. Even Caleb said that the girls at the casa were more mature. That's the same thing that Corbin said, except Corbin said it with a little bit of hot sauce on it.
he said it really shady. I would say that. But also, and then just like ending my little spiel on it. did something. Bryce said something interesting, like because like Anaya just every time she says she's mad to me, given like she's kind of changed her story because Bryce said, "Well, Casey said that he told you that he wanted to explore, he still wanted to explore." You see, she didn't deny that and everything, and then she want to say, "I'm not mad that he's exploring TT. It's just the disrespect that came with it and everything like that." And I'm like, at this point, before you saw the clips, Anaya, what disrespect you saying? And then when she said saying, "Oh, because when you came in, you pushed me to the side and had your head down." I don't understand how that's disrespectful. Maybe
okay, this why I will say the disrespect parts in the KC clip. I'm gonna defend an eye on this. Was when he said, "I have nothing in common with her." Like he said it in a way it was dismissive and like he's like she's like a piece of trash. That part to me is the disrespect part. Another one, of course, was the grandma thing. And then to me, that was pretty much it. I can't think of anything else.
No, I said no, but what they said, Pierre, they said when Casey came back from Casa and how they jumped on him. Anaya didn't see what Casey was doing because, like, at the moment right now, from
right.
Night,
oh yeah, of course she was upset because she wasn't chosen.
Yeah,
exactly.
But like, why does this? But Pierre, that's your girl. Why does she just want to say that?
That is not my girl.
I thought you like you.
When I said that,
on
who
Twitch.
said that?
On Twitch.
She's not my girl. She's not my girl. Okay, you talking about Melanie?
No, Anaya. I thought on Twitch.
Melanie's my girl. Melody's my girl when she's single. When she's in a relationship, she's not.
She's not.
You know what just dawned on me?
Yes.
Anaya is the daughter of a basketball player. When we dismiss her from the show, I'm gonna need her to go to Basketball Wives and see if she can be a friend of a friend.
That dad gonna cuss her ass out when she get home. I hope she ready for that. Because the way he gonna be like, "I'll raise you better than that, Anaya. You out here crying for that little boy. That boy about 22 years old."
No, the dad is gonna cry, but the mom is raising havoc on Instagram. Why this girl making fun of KC, talk about the only Build-A-Bear she had and put a picture of Anaya doing Build-A-Bear when she was about 10 years old. She is cutting up, which is crazy because it's one of those things where it's just like, yo,
send that to me.
I thought I sent it to you. I need to find it. I thought I sent it to you.
Oh my God.
Yes.
You know what I just realized as well, Pierre? Let's just say KC and Anaya make it when Family Day comes and if both of them are there and the mamas are going to be there.
That's why I think, why you think, I told you, you talking about they trying to give Anaya.
And they fighting mamas, and they fighting mamas, and they fighting mamas.
Fighting on here.
Right. They trying to make sure to keep the storyline in full. And I think that's another reason why they want to keep Anaya there. They want that family day for everybody to come in and it be real interesting. They really gonna have to have security.
They ain't gotta do that for 9
It's gonna be looking like Lyrica Mama versus
right. Lyrica G versus
Pam.
Versus Pam.
Pam.
No. Pam. Okay. Remember when they fought? She was like, "You over here talking about my son, nigga."
Oh my God! Remember when she had like the
Lyrica G like, son.
Oh my God, remember when she had the cake batter and she threw it and it got on A1?
Yes.
Like, what was the intent of doing?
Well, Lyrica G did an interview with not Lyrica G. Lyrica did an interview with Carla. She said all that was real. She said the cameras just started rolling, y'all. She said she's so embarrassed.
That wasn't scripted. Like, they really did not.
Yeah, you could tell they did not like each other for real.
That's when they break TV.
Right. Then they end up playing Anaya's clips, right? Now, Anaya's clips to me, now this is where I will defend Anaya. Once again, she's still not my girl. Please. But I'm going to defend her. I do not feel like that to me was a double standard because in that, let me tell y'all why. And please listen, because I know y'all don't like Anaya for nothing. To me, this was not a double standard because in no way in those clips, she did not demean him, meaning talk down on him in his character, saying like, "Oh, I don't like him. He never was that good," or "We have nothing in common." You get what I'm saying? None of those words were said about him. He was just like, "Oh, Casey wants to explore and maybe find other things." That's the only thing she said in remote to him. That's why I don't feel like it's a double standard.
Now I disagree.
No, let me finish. What Casey did, he exploited did what he did, but he also spoke negatively on her in those clips. And I think that's the difference. She never spoke negatively on him and his character in any clip that was shown. So that's why I don't feel like it's a double standard. First of all, it's Casa More. Everybody going to explore it. So for them to be like, "But you explore too," everybody going to explore it. Like, come on now. Like, come on. Like, that's literally the name of the game. Well, go ahead.
I'll agree with you that it wasn't in any clip that was shown. but she did show some disrespect in clips that were not shown. Even while she was getting dressed, she said, what did she say when she was getting dressed? Talking about some, I still gotta get right to see this loser or something like that while she was getting dressed.
No,
On
I'm
top of,
talking pre recoupling after Casa. Anything
I
after
feel like,
Casa is fair game because everybody
okay,
angry.
okay, okay. I'll do you one
No
better.
shade.
They need to put a compilation of every single time she
Okay,
walked
okay.
away from Casey in the middle of a blood clot conversation, because there's no reason for him to not be able to let his point across, because the second that you get frustrated, you walking off. Like, he can't say nothing. Can I get a hug? I can't get a hug. Let me hold your hand. You don't want to hold my hand. Let's talk. Oh, I don't feel like talking right now. Let me say a word. Oh, I'm
Mm.
walking off. All of that is disrespect. And just because he disrespected verbally doesn't change the fact that she disrespected physically with her body, walking off.
So you feel like her walking away in the middle of a conversation in frustration is disrespectful?
Pierre, let me walk away from you in the middle of you telling me about about yourself. You will want
In
to
the words
snatch
of
me
Red,
by the
to
back of
you.
my Fulani hair, okay?
Okay. Like, okay. No, I hear you. Okay, I hear you. The point I'm making is only because, like, I'm talking verbal, like talking down, verbally demeaning negatively down. That's what I was referring to.
I
But
understand, but I
yeah,
feel like disrespect can come verbally,
and
emotionally,
physically, yeah.
physically,
Oh, I
mentally. It can
understand.
come in different ways. And I feel like because they did all they showed was the lovey dovey ish for her, it made it look like she was a perfect angel, which made the girls come at volume max towards him even more. And it's like, what are we really doing here? If we want to really play both sides, then call me and I'll catch a flight to Fiji and I'll show you how to edit these clips because I got the clips.
Ooh.
Oh, but I will say also, maybe not for her, but the thing is, because this was also happening during Casa as well when they all was separated. She was letting her girls talk down on him and call him all types of bitch. He never, what I'll say, Casey never called her out her name, but she's been calling him all
Absolutely.
USSYs and bitchs. And you know, if it was on the shoe was on the other foot and Casey was calling her that, the internet would have had an uproar. I'm just saying.
Right.
Just saying, like one thing we can give Casey is that he has not been calling her out her name, which is crazy because he has every right to, because they've been calling him all types of bitch, the N word that Kata couldn't
Right.
use TV and everything like that, because and everything like that. And I think people are just skipping past that. It's like, okay, y'all saying this was like y'all are literally calling this man anything but the child of God, and he
Right.
can't take that back to you because because men, unfortunately, they're supposed to like not say that towards women. But that's why, in the sense, I be feeling bad for him. It's like I'm surprised that he hasn't blown I'm surprised he hasn't blown that.
No, he has patience of a saint because it couldn't have been me. No shade.
Yeah, we could have blown up by now.
I'd have blown up. Listen, I'd have blown up for less. I can imagine being in his position. Like and I don't like being ganged up on. Like when I feel like multiple people coming at me at once, I crash out. So like he really has patience of a saint. Shout out to Casey Mama, because you raised a good man. He just needs to be a more vocal man. I will say that. But you raised a great man, because I'm telling you, it couldn't have been me. My patience not that high.
So you got the recoupling, and Kata has her smoker voice yelling at you. You would have blown a casket.
Oh, I would have cussed her straight out. It's like she said, like, I would be like, man, shut up, y'all. You got here, Zach exploring Bryce. That's what you really need to be worried about. You need to be worried about Zach. Zach is really into Bryce. How about that? Let's talk about how that. Let's wake that up. I'd have been like, Zach really has had feelings for Bryce this whole time. He's always stretching with him. He's always cuddling him. So y'all worried about me whole time. This man is attracted to the same sex, man.
No, that ass.
Come on, would have
came out. I wouldn't have been Casey. I would have been, come on, okay.
Wait a minute. So Pierre, you would have pulled a mic from Why Did I Get Married from that dinner scene. Boom.
Absolutely.
Boom. I was like, Melanie, sincere,
boom,
in your face. And who else is next? Kenzie, you're a whore. I would have went down the line like Mike. Boom. I would have done
absolutely.
That would have went crazy. Kenzie would have been like, really? That's how you feel, Casey? I don't care. She would have been really upset. All right. Now, but yeah, that's how I feel about Anaya's clips. Did you made your point, Kaya, about the Anaya's clips? How did you feel about the Anaya clips? Do you feel like it was a double standard? Because that was the word being used. They kept saying double standard.
In point of her exploring, I don't necessarily feel like it is, but I don't know. I kind of see where the boys necessarily were coming from as well and everything like that. But I will say it's just the clips and the things that Casey were saying. I'm not saying he was being very nice. I'm not trying to give him a pass. He was being very mean with the things that he was saying. But are we playing like when y'all around? Well, I don't know unless I'm eavesdropping. When guys are around each other, they're gonna say something and then what they do. You just gotta understand that. But of course, we don't have to deal with that and everything like that. But I will say, excuse me. I will say is that I do agree with what Zach and TT had said too. They said, Anaya, you were just mad that he brought somebody back from Casa because at this point we did. Anaya didn't know what Casey was saying in Casa. They just talking about we saw the heart rate challenge. You saw the heart rate challenge. You saw Casey doing a heart rate challenge with Casa girls. That's what he was supposed to do. He wasn't saying stuff like Corbin was. Okay, and y'all got on him about that, but y'all didn't know anything else. Then when he came in there, y'all literally jumped down his throat and everything like that. Y'all was gonna be mad no matter what. And then Kata, which you know who blew my mind, Kata. I really want Kata to shut up. She's talking about something. Yeah, I'll do it again. I'll do it again. So basically, you just showing your age. So again, it doesn't matter what he had did. You didn't see what he did in Casa. You just saw that he didn't come back and with your girl and everything like that. And your girl was looking stupid. And y'all talking about something. I'll do it again. Like she don't need y'all speaking for her. Shut up.
Right. And I do feel like a lot of last season also influenced this season. I think they saw what happened with Taylor and Lalandria, and they thought this was another Taylor and Lalandria situation. Or they thought that Casey was sort of like Ace, which, you know, Ace is a little bit of a hater, to be honest. And I feel like they had all that in mind, and they're like, oh, this is the same situation again. When y'all, it's really not. Casey, I don't think is a bad person. Now, Ace, questionable. No shade. No shade. Now, if they're doing that, Ace ought to be like,
Ace just got short man syndrome.
But Ace wouldn't have let that happen. No shade.
Oh, yeah, Ace would not let them jump
down his voice flaring up something crazy. Yeah. You remember how Ace's nose used to flare up when he used to get mad? His nose used to flare up like Shawnee O'Neal. Man, it would have been a wrap had that been Ace. He would have cussed everybody out. The villa would have got shut down that night. Yep. For real. Exactly. All right. Any final thoughts on that situation?
I'm just tired of talking about Casey and I. Can we end them, please? By when Thursday comes and we see everything play out, can they please stop talking like Anaya? Like what you need to tell Casey, if you don't want me, then don't talk to me. Go ahead and free yourself. Okay.
The funniest part was when they played the clip and I said, she was like, I feel like a dumb bitch, and then they showed Anaya. She said, I still feel like a dumb bitch.
It would be if she goes and talks to him.
Right.
If she goes and talks to him again, she will be a dummy. If she goes and tries to talk to him again after this, she will be.
I'm like, why they had to show that part? She said, I still feel like a dummy.
Because it was true.
That was hilarious. Next, the last we have Sincere and Mel, okay? They end up showing a little bit of what Sincere has done or whatever. And Mel at this point is in a puddle of tears. They showed the clip, Mama Happy. They showed Mama Happy, kissing up on Sincere. I'm glad they showed that kiss because I remember that kiss vividly, girl. That was a very passionate kiss. I like that it was kiss. Very wet. Oh, yes. So when they showed that, Mel was not feeling it at all. Okay, she was starting to break down and starting to really feel away. How did y'all feel about that?
I ain't gonna hold you them clips. First of all, can we acknowledge the fact that everybody else got TikTok clips? Casey ended up getting a YouTube short, and Sincere got a full cinematic
YouTube video.
How long his was, it just shows how much stuff that he did. I ain't gonna hold you. What's your favorite part? Because my favorite part, I'm not gonna hold you, was the back-to-back Beloved. Because that
Hey beloved, hi beloved.
My favorite part is when they showed, which I was hoping they was gonna show this, him telling Soul that he's gonna talk to Melanie and tell her that this is what I want. Then telling Melanie, I still want to explore you. I miss you, or something like that. Because I'm like, that's the reason why I feel like Soul really was pissed off with him, is because you literally told her that you was about to go and talk to Mel, kind of basically like closing it off with her, telling that you want to be with Soul. So that's why when she was going off on him, and I wanted them to show that clip of her reading the hell out of him, but that wasn't gonna make a difference. It was nice to see that again. But I'm glad. It's like Sincere has done so much stuff that they had to split this up, because the fact that you're able to lie with the quickness, like I'm putting there in your shampoo bottle, because it's always that hair. Like
no, literally.
Like
I told you every time he lies, his ends should start falling off. Like every time.
hair in the shampoo bottle so his hair can fall off. Maybe he'll stop lying after that.
Because it don't make sense. It's like, and you know what? He lies and he knows how. He's very good with words. Like he'll twist it up, give you a metaphor. He'll give you an analogy, so then that way the blow isn't as bad, and then just have you think it's something else. Now, Mel, to me, if you continue being with him after seeing all of that and still wanting to be stressed out, you're a plumb fool.
She gonna stay.
Here's the problem with them. Sincere clearly wants Melanie, but Sincere is one of them men that will wife up the girl, but continue to do the stuff that he want to do on the back end and playing the girl's face. I only got eyes for you, girl. Go tell the other guy, I only got eyes for you, girl, and just do what he want, do what he want. And the crazy thing about it is the same thing that he did to Soul, he did to Amora. How did he do that? By
Hey,
the
big
time
dog.
he was done with by the time he was done with Soul, he was just like, he basically was just like, you already know what time it was. By the time he was done with Amore, hey big dog, like he'll
Hey,
literally
big
act
dog.
like he don't know you. He'll literally act like none of it ever happened, as if you're the crazy one. First of all, he owes Soul a big apology. And respectfully,
Yes.
if I was a Soul, my comeback would be coming on the internet on my date with Michael B. Jordan. Because I ain't gonna hold you, trying to recover from this man, like you can become a psych patient if
No,
you pay
literally.
attention to what he got going on. And Melanie, like we said, she getting skinnier. She low key look like, oh my gosh, she was
Yo, she
already a
look a little
thicker
sick, low
girl.
key. I'm like, damn, girl, you
Let
need
me
to
tell
get
y'all
it together.
Let me tell y'all something. Since Soul is sitting at home brushing that 37 piece with a
Oh,
wine,
yes.
and she like, I told y'all,
She greasing her scalp.
she's really brushing it with that wave cap. Like, see, I told y'all, mama happy.
Mama happy.
Mama happy.
Mama extra happy.
Like,
No,
I think
instead
that's
of
what,
mama happy, mama satisfied.
yeah, because I
Oh
think
my
because you
God.
saw how the girls were, I think that like that's what Soul was talking about, how she kind of felt like excluded because the girls are thinking that Sincere wants to be with Melanie, and where she probably watching like y'all thought I was crazy because they're trying to make it seem like Sincere was the victim and Melanie was crazy. I'm like, where was y'all getting that?
Right.
Am I watching the same show? Because like, where in what sense, if this person is constantly making you cry because he's doing certain things, like why are y'all not on his ASS like y'all on Casey? It just blows around. That's how good a liar he is, because that is scary that everybody
Yeah.
was so baffled by that.
Yeah, literally. Everybody was like literally in shock. And then also too, it's kind of crazy how to me the girls really should have ganged up on him. Now, if they ganged up on him, I wouldn't have been mad because they would have every right to do so, because once again, he lied so many freaking times. He got caught up in lies after lies after lies after lies. Okay.
And Bryce, why did Sincere literally told Trinity to shut the F up? And why was Bryce not saying nothing?
Right, for his girlfriend.
His girlfriend.
Child, Bryce saying about that timing, girl.
Trinity, that's what Trinity gonna look forward to. Bryce is not gonna stand up for you, and that is scary.
Well, that's why I don't think Trinity, although Trinity is liking him in the villa, outside of the villa, I don't think it's, I don't think, they're going to be together like that. No shade. It's just no. I think the age gap has something to do with it. And the fact that I think Trinity, you could tell like some more aggressive, masculine, like take charge type of dude. And he's not that. So I don't, that's why I don't feel like that's going to last.
Right next to Sincere, when Sincere said, shut up, I'm not talking to you. Shut up, shut up. I'm like, Bryce, you ain't going to say something to him?
And that's what, to me, the energy KC should have been having. But once again, he don't want to look like the angry black man. While KC gets away with it, because,
Sincere's light skin with curly hair, and KC is a black man with naps. So they ain't going to let him do anything, because it's going to make him look aggressive. We know how this works.
Like what Bad Girls Club?
How you keep showing Gal?
Stop it, Gal. You keep calling. Oh, my God, Gal. You need to stop it. Okay. What on Bad Girls Club, they said, can I get a big dog rage? Can I get a big dog, please? Okay. Like freaking Sincere said some more. Now let's get to the social media side of things. There's been a lot of things going on when it comes to the social media things. Okay. First, we're gonna start off with Mrs. TT. Now, TT, y'all, has gotten exposed for having 2 restraining orders put on her. They say Tiara Davis, and that's what TT stand for. Tiara Davis allegedly beat up a girl years before entering Love Island over jealousy involving her ex-boyfriend. This, according to the girl who ran to court to get protection. aka PC. TMZ obtained a 2018 restraining order filed against Tierra by a woman named Shayla Woodward. My Shayla. According to the court docs, 6-year-old Shayla remained claimed 17-year-old
Not my Shayla, my
Tierra threatened to pow her with a pow after physically her. She said she knew Tierra from a friend of a former classmate. Shayla said she didn't know Tierra personally. She didn't know her T, but believed Tierra was upset because she knew her ex-boyfriend. Shayla said she called the police on Tierra, but she kept harassing her. She asked for a restraining order requiring Tierra to stop contacting her and stay away from her and her family. A temporary restraining order was granted, but the case was later dismissed in December. Sources tell TMZ Shayla only found out Tierra was on Love Island this week and gag when she see her on the screen, but has no ill feelings towards her. But she had to clock her T and only wishes her the best and believes people can evolve. Girl, you know damn well you didn't wish she would evolve because you showed her T.
No, dead
Hold on, I'm
ass.
trying to show the screen, y'all.
That's not giving well wishes. I ain't gonna hold you. This is exactly why TT said I'm TT, because she got street cred, because the gangsters know who she is. She done got restraining orders on her.
That's
Like,
what
she is
Shayla heard
about
before
that
she
life.
threatened to squabble her.
She
She said, "Who are you? I'm TT." I'm like, "Oh shoot!"
I'm TT.
Y'all done gave Shayla PTSD, girl. The fact she had to get them restraining orders. And
Listen.
Shayla, you might need another one because the villa almost ends very soon, and Tierra's gonna be free in the streets of South Central. So she gonna be coming for you for exposing
And
her
she a
teeth.
South Central
Next
baddie.
the restraining order still valid, or did it expire? You know.
I think it was temporary, so yeah, that's expired
Oh, so
It
soon or
she
expired
going
gonna
to
for
find
real.
you. You better
expire.
hurry and get you a new one then, because she gonna come find you.
Isaiah is currently eyeing them both to be cast members of South Central Baddies season 7.
As
Girl,
he
They
should.
shade.
TT, after being on Love Island, don't you go on no Zeus or no Now That's TV, okay?
I think she'll go on Zeus before
She
Now
can
That's TV.
host a Now That's TV a Zeus reunion even. Maybe she can host
South Central.
Baddies Gone Wild.
Do not. You done upgraded. You on Love Island, sweetheart. Catapult on that.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I do feel like Zeus gonna hit up her and Trinity though, but I hope they don't bite the bullet because y'all know Zeus. They're gonna try to eat off of every little thing that's popping, so they
Love
can
Island,
keep.
they're gonna try to like say, look, you want to go host Love Cabin?
Matter of fact, it's probably in their contract not to because of Love Cabin.
Yeah, that's true. Oh yeah, I don't think they could do Love Kevin for sure. That's like a direct competitor. I don't think they'll let them do that.
There ain't no competitor with no love, especially if Ray J's gonna be hosting still. Nah.
Speaking of Ray J, that's a good
Yes.
segue. Ray J recently did an interview with Alana. Now, Alana has been doing press over her N-word debacle, and she says she's dated a few black guys. She's even a couple of them.
I find the good ones, and that's like.
Does that
does that for me? Yeah.
What are like describe?
It does it
one
for
or
me.
two good ones.
Genuinely, it keeps me going.
I don't think so. No, I'm saying if they brought you back, it'll be crazy. But they're gonna have that many viewers anyway, right? So if they don't bring you back, then what? What do you do now?
Go on with my life.
And what does that look like?
I don't know yet.
But I know that you'll be successful and that you'll be great because the inner you, I don't think that you meant it like that. And I think that just talking to you right now, I think you're a great person. And I think you were raised right. And I think it's not like that. I really do. It's not like
Is
that.
it genuine?
I do.
Guy?
I'm just keeping it real.
Girl.
I'm sorry.
It's fine.
Just let her talk.
Sorry.
No, you got all the time in the world with us.
Out of I'm meeting these boys, I'm like, you can't obviously.
Boys as in white guys or black guys?
It's 3 boys and 3 people of color.
Stop.
Black guys.
Stop.
No, because it's like
okay, that's not gonna help.
light skins.
That's not versatile.
Light skins is better. You got to say it a little more.
Well, 2 light skins and 1 dark skin.
I think that is not okay. So the question was.
Wait, what am I supposed to say?
I haven't heard that in a while. African American.
That's what they're saying in my comment section. I don't even know what to say anymore. I'm meeting these boys. I'm like, you.
And then it continues also here.
Like inside of a song.
Roddy Ricch, the box,
Roddy
right?
Ricch.
That was a Snapchat that resurfaced.
Yeah.
And how does that song go? Sing the song.
Pulling out the coot with a lot. 12 for 12 for your son.
He knows.
I just hit the lick with the box.
I just
Sit with a box.
Pull out the whole damn seal. I'ma get lazy. Go to the part. Did you like?
So Ray J was trolling her throughout the whole entire interview.
Trying to get her to lip sync like you here. He's
And
watching
trying to
you.
get her right, exactly. That's how I feel like they'll be able to catch the girlies that would be able to say it. Now she did get emotional. Do you guys feel, any sympathy towards her?
No.
Now another clip too that resurfaced too, which we're gonna get into in a little bit, was she ended up meeting with a pack of niggas who celebrated her and her saying a word. What y'all think?
They're not invited to the barbecue either.
Coons.
We all know a couple of them. In every hood, there's that one black guy that lets his white friend say the N-word around him, and because he thinks that he withholds a couple of black passes. And it's like, no, sir, you have the bootleg version. I'm sorry that you think that your great-great-grandma is okay with that. Because for you to be okay with that is a freaking problem. Because that's not what your forefathers fought for girls like Niggalana to be saying the N-word. I'm so sorry.
Okay. Now I feel like the part where she started breaking down, I feel like she realized like, damn, like her life is gonna be forever adjusted because now, there's this show is billions of people watch it and she gonna have to really readjust her life with this. And I do feel like the fact that she got caught is what she feels more sorry for, not the fact that she actually said it. It just sucks that all of these people were like teens. That's the part that's a little weird to me because it's like, ooh, like the fact that people have.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was saying so like because people like to do this whole they were teens. So do you think? And I'm not making any excuses. Do you think that they should have a pass because they were 15, 16 years old?
No.
I don't think they should have a pass for it. Like I do feel like because to me, I feel like the fact that they kicked off Ulissa, they have to keep that energy going because you can't do it for one and not the others. So that's 100% fact. I do just find it weird though that someone like with her and then the other situation, you could tell both of them were young as fuck. Like they were not.
It was not recognizable at all. That's before all the plastic surgery.
Right. Exactly. Like you tell she was a whole kid. So that's the part to me that's a little like weird because those teenager friends are keeping those videos as like captive and exposed it or what.
So Pierre, if they ever have a queer island, you better hope no one got no clips of you.
No shit, I wouldn't do it just off the strength of that because y'all not gonna cancel me. No shit.
You don't want to do it. If they have a Love Island queer version, you ain't gonna go over there to get the opportunity.
I would apply.
Like you listen, like I'm somewhat of a public figure, and like I have opinion-based content, so I want y'all to look through it. Because I don't want to get pulled from no Villa babes. Like, I'm not flying to Fiji, and the next thing you know, y'all snatch me up in the middle of the night saying, hey, we got to talk to you real quick. Like, I'm not trying to do that. So I would let them know ahead of time. So then that way, if that were to happen.
Racist, though. Like, they just probably don't like that you be making, because I make fun of Shamar's twisted bopped ass. So
yeah, I feel like they would use something like that.
They're going to cancel me for making fun of Shamar, calling Rolly all types of fat bees. So dang, yeah, I can't do it. And I ain't going to be sorry. They're going to be like, do you want to make an apology? No. That means I'll have to be sorry for what I said. No, I don't agree with that. I just know I don't say
feel like if you let them know ahead of time, like certain stuff, then it's like, it'll be less plausible. Now, another thing too, it looks as if Shelly was caught recently. Well, no, before that, Alondria, shout out to Alondria, this positive news, y'all. She was at the BET Awards. She made a cameo, y'all, okay, at the BET Awards. So big ups to Alondria, Miss Olan. All right, this is a big, big deal for her. And then also Shelly was at the red carpet and was asked about her and Ace.
Oh, dang, I forgot about Ace. Her and Ace.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. No. I'm not saying that whatsoever. Listen, I have no comment. Yeah. Love. I have to ask. I think you handle everything gracefully. The status of you and
Ace because like he's not saying the whole truth. Something happened.
Yeah. No. I'm not saying that whatsoever. Listen, I have no comment.
That means they're screwing.
So just so that's why I feel like with Trinity and Bryce is I personally don't see them lasting because Shelly and Ace, they had an age difference just like Bryce and Trinity, and I just don't see it lasting because Bryce seemed like he ready to settle down, and Trinity's 20. I don't know no 22-year-old in my life that's ready to settle down and have a family. At least not me and everything.
You're so a little girl. So, I like saying that. I love saying that.
Also, let me ask you guys because so with Love Island, because again, I don't see no 21, 22, 23. You think Love Island is
I'm sorry, Kaya.
Huh? I just don't see her and Bryce lasting, but that does give me a point. Do you guys think like anybody that's 21, 22, 23 needs to come on Love Island, or they need
they need to start looking at the ages now, because that's why they're getting in trouble, all these N-word stuff, because no shade, like, you feel me, a lot of like, let's say they start casting like 25 up, you're not gonna have a lot of people coming out exposing the N-word people, no shade, you know what I'm saying? And the reason why
on top of that, when you have the older people, sorry to cut you off, but they didn't have social media back then because Snapchat didn't come out till I was like how old? So
that part.
So they need to cast 24, 25 and up people, not 21.
Yeah, maybe one or two, but they be casting too much of them. That's the problem.
I just don't think nobody that's 21, because I feel like the whole premise of Love Island to begin, because people actually was there for love, like because I watched the UK version some, and all of them are actually there looking for relationships. Now with the show in the US being very popular, nobody's going there looking for love. I think that's what the whole premise was. That's why they didn't mind casting people that's 21, 22. But now with people that's 21 years old, in my life, I don't see no 21-year-old ready to settle down and be with somebody longevity and everything like that. That's for me. So if they probably cast people like 24, 25 and up, it may be like a different type. I feel like we'll still get the mess, but it's going to be like mature mess, not high school mess, if that makes sense.
Right. Yeah. Right. Yeah, I think 21 was too cutting it way too close. But I think they ran out of options because people don't understand the casting process for these shows. They're very long and they're very rigorous. Like, even the application in itself, they ask you 1,000,001 questions. You go through all these psych evals. Your health got to be straight, especially for this type of show. So it's like at some points they be getting like, damn, it's not that much options left after they went through all the process. So then they be left with scraps sometimes. And I think Alana, no shade, Alana, it was like a scrap.
Like gall.
Yeah, it was gold. Yeah, niggas like gold. Because you gotta imagine. What happened?
Did y'all see that post talk about some Gall? The way he be asking questions about the show gives that they just found him on a fishing boat on the side of
100%. Gall is like the definition of a beach bum. That's why his under his feet be so dirty.
Oh my god!
Because no, beach bums are like that. You know this, PYT. There's a lot in Absolutely. It's a lot of beach bums. They used to the water. It washes the feet. So he thought, Fiji, like it's just another beach. But he don't realize you gotta really go to the water in the shower to wash your feet. So he's thinking the water was gonna come through the villa and just wash his feet, but that's not the case. So yeah, now we're gonna start taking callers, y'all. Make sure to keep it very cute or keep that on mute. Do not curse, no shade, or you will be kicked off. Please try not to curse. That's all I ask, okay? And be very respectful, okay? Because we'll be bringing a few of you guys all at once at a time. So I'm gonna drop the link once again. It's quite a few of you guys already backstage, so make sure you guys click that link. It is pinned below. Okay, so I'm gonna start adding some of us folks. What's up, season 3 baddie? What's up, Damien?
All right,
what's up, Mars?
Hey,
hello. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
All right, I had to add my avatar. Hi guys, my name is Dion Dawson. I'm over being season 3 baddie.
Okay, period.
Period. Hi, that part. No, okay. So do you want me to go first? Sorry, guys. I kind of took over.
Go ahead.
Okay. All right. A couple of things. So first of all, Anaya, just for anybody who was wondering, Anaya said that Casey was a little boy and that Carl was a grown man. So that's one thing she did say about him when he wasn't around before the recoupling. Thank you. I'm tired of everyone acting like she didn't say anything. Like it's if we want to talk about safe options, let's talk about safe options. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Please do.
Because Casey was Anaya's safe option, okay? Because she wanted Sincere, but Sincere wanted Melanie. Then she was interested in Sean, who had Bea. Then he had Kenzie. Then when Corbin came in, what'd she say? That's the guy. Like, that's the dream guy. But baby, Corbin didn't want you. So when you're talking about a safe option, you got mad because Casey was interested in Soul, and you knew if he went to Soul, you were out. And we don't know. She might not have been out, but you already knew. Like, so many different people have said it in different ways that, like, you, even Gal and Jen were saying yesterday, like, she's like, well, that's just how it is. Like, you can't really talk to anyone else. That,
Wait,
like,
someone
girl,
say,
no.
I can't hear y'all. Can y'all hear us?
No, I will tell you that, Pierre. I meant to tell you that last week. For some reason, whenever, like, you talk to some people, that's why I kept leaving last week, because I couldn't hear other people. I could hear you, but not. So my advice for people, log out, log back in. That's what I kept doing last week.
Yeah, I can hear.
I can hear. Okay.
Yeah, I hear fine.
Make sure y'all comment if y'all could hear, because that one person said they couldn't hear. But go ahead. So,
Okay.
So you're saying that Anaya did say negative things, so she is not as innocent.
No, and it's just, you're lucky, girl, because the producers love you. And I mean, use it while it lasts, because don't get too cocky. You won't get on one of these podcasts and forget that you ain't hoodie, and they don't treat everybody the same when you black. They gonna get on here and embarrass you and have you looking stupid.
See, I don't think she said anything negative, but I'm biased. But go ahead.
Pierre, okay. Yeah, literally. Okay, so proud of TT. By the way, before I just say why I'm proud of her, that restraining order was when she was 17. They need to stop that. That's a little too much. So I'm very proud of TT, because here's my thing. I am so over Bryce. He really tried it. For you to get up and say, oh, well, we just going off what he said. Bryce, there was a clip of you asking Casey, not once, not twice, but 3 times, you really like Anaya? Yeah, I like her. Yes. Oh, so you really like trying to convince him not to. And then for you to say, oh, well, I can only go off of what he tells me. I was so proud of Titi when she's like, we're not even about to play that, because every single one of you came up to me and told me how much you knew. So you're not about to sit here around these women, because Bryce, all you do is kiki with your girl, with your friend. That's not your girlfriend, because baby, they don't like each other. I don't care. Period, point blank. They're not going to last because they don't like each other. Okay,
you're talking about Bryce and Trinity.
I'm talking about Bryce and Trinity. Period, point blank. They're a knockoff Nick and Olandria. Like, they don't like each other, but I'm not even going to fault them, because they already see. But it also irritates me too, because I feel like that's why Trinity has so much confidence. If the producers were right, they would show every time that first of all, the producers would show Trinity how Kata had already previously kicked him out the bed, and then he still was interested in exploring her over you. That is how you do a movie night, baby. That would have been the movie night. And then they would have showed Zach and Bryce when Zach was like, oh, me, you, and Kata have more fun than when Trinity's not around. Show those things. Show the conversation of the conversation that he jumped in with Casey and Sincere when he wasn't even talking to you. But then you went and then pan to you running and telling your 21-year-old girlfriend instead of handling like a man if you felt that bad about him saying something about you and your relationship.
Right.
Like, I can't. Like, I was proud of TT for that. I have a couple more things. Corbin and Parmita, they're just comedy at this point. They're so stupid. They're freaking comedy. And then I just want to talk about the whole thing with the movie night with the girls. Here's my thing. Trinity and these girls are starting to blow me, bro, because at the end of the day, y'all are mad. Trinity, you're mad at him. You're not even mad for Anaya, baby. You're mad at him because of what Bryce told you. And you've taken that and you fueled that, and you use every time something has to do with Anaya to use yourself and just dig and dig and dig. And my thing is, there's 5 women going in on him. Right. And that's why I was proud of Titi, because you called out all his friends, because y'all are letting him sit over here drowning, because none of them said nothing until after Titi called that out. Right. But then, okay, is he wrong for standing up? I'll go ahead and give you. Maybe he shouldn't have stood up. Okay. But I just want y'all to picture, if he would have walked over to her and stood over her like that, there would be a petition bigger than Rolly's petition to get off of baddies to get him off of there.
Absolutely.
And that's my thing. Like, y'all sitting here, he's disrespectful. I have heard every single one of you women call him the B word. Not once, not twice, but several times in front of Megan Thee Stallion. Anaya, you did that. So for you to sit here and talk about disrespect, like, I'm sorry, if I was Carl, that would have turned me off. Because why are you hovering over this man, yelling in his face?
Yeah, that was very extra.
And my thing is, it's real funny to me that Sincere told y'all to shut up. And you did. I'm sorry if I'm yelling at the phone. I'm a little passionate.
No,
No,
you're
it's
good.
okay.
You're good.
That's what you're here for. Let it out.
Listen, Sincere told y'all to shut up. Not once, not twice, but 3, 4, 5 times. And maybe I'm wrong, but they all shut up, didn't they? They let Sincere talk.
Yep.
And then when you saw everything Sincere did, I don't know if everybody was just flabbergasted, because I've already seen the clips and I was still flabbergasted by Sincere. But
Beloved.
ain't nobody I didn't hear one person yell at Sincere. Did y'all?
None.
Nope.
And I don't even think next week when Melanie yells at him, I want to see all 5 of you get up and yell at him. Come
I
on
would like
now.
to
Like,
see
it's
that
just
as well.
it makes me so mad, because I'm like, listen, I'm not even in Casey. Casey pisses me off, because Casey, you need to grow some cojones, baby. You need to grow something, because I would have, and I'm proud of TT, because I could tell the producers probably was like, you guys can't do all that, and she got restrained. Oh, sorry. Last thing I want to say, the double standard, Pierre.
Yes.
Okay, let me tell you what the double standard is. It's that when they were showing him exploring and kissing the other girl, I can't remember her name. They were like, "Oh,
Sydney.
after one day, that's that quick." But the clip they showed of her kissing Carl was the first day that her and Carl met, and it was,
True.
oh, that was the double standard that everyone's saying, is that you guys, when you're seeing her explore and do stuff, it's a rom-com. But when you're seeing Casey, it's, oh, he just met her. Oh, he's doing that. Oh, he's gross.
Right.
Mind you,
Okay.
nobody
I
said,
see. I see it.
thank you. And
See,
nobody said
now
nothing
that
about
makes
the clam
sense. Because
slammer.
I'm thinking the double standard was the fact that he said negative things and she said
No,
negative things as well. And
no,
I'm like,
across the
that's not the
board.
case.
No, they were saying that when you guys see her kissing somebody, it's
Right.
oh and ah and love it. But when you see him, it's gross and that's lustful and all this. It's too much. All right, I'm gonna shut up for now. I'll stay in the back.
Yeah, yes, of course. Yes. All right. So what did you think, Mars, about everything that went down, especially with movie night?
Y'all not gonna like my opinions, because I generally, like, I ain't gonna lie, I don't like either one of them. So I'll just
Ooh.
preface that before I say anything. But like,
Okay.
to me, Casey is a child. Like, for you to still be talking about this door, like, okay, like, even in his speech, right, when he came back, like, from Casa, I'll give y'all that. Maybe they were mad about the fact that he came back with TT, but I didn't see it like that, simply because of the fact that I feel like their point was, the whole time in the beginning, when he was going back and forth about whether he should just decide to explore Soul or not, he was making it seem like to Anaya, oh, I just don't want to do it because you're going to overreact. When in reality, they just watched the clips, and that's how you felt the whole time. And then you got to Casa, so it kind of seemed like your mask slipped, right? I feel like that's why everybody's so mad at KC, because in the beginning, you played like you was this good guy, like you would never do nothing like that. But the moment you got the chance, not with Soul, but in Casa, you acted a fool. And I'm not saying he's wrong for that, but at the end of the day, like, I feel like she's valid to feel how she feels. And I also feel like if people want to be on Anaya so mad about supposedly smothering Casey, like, okay, we weren't all there, so maybe if she did interrupt the soul chats, I'll give y'all that too. But at the end of the day, as a grown man, if you feel so overwhelmed with this girl and you have somebody else in front of you, why not just leave her? You get me?
Right.
Like, I feel like they both weren't able to communicate how they felt properly, and that was mostly the problem. But I feel like everybody's kind of going super hard on both of them, just because I feel like they were both wrong. And I should have walked away when she wasn't getting what she wanted out of KC as far as conversation, because you keep telling this man over and over what you need. He keeps quote unquote reassuring you, but then you hear something else from somebody else. And whether they were being messy or not, I would still feel some type of way, because whether you reassured me or not, now I'm hearing something else through the grapevine. And then it's like, oh, well, this, oh, well, that. When in reality, he wanted to explore and he just didn't want to hurt her feelings. And sometimes as a grown man and a grown woman, you got to hurt somebody's feelings to do what you want to do, what's best for you. And also, I also feel like during the conversation, even though Anaya was interrupting him, for him to say, and he might have just been irritated, but for him to say,
Mhm.
okay, if I say sorry, is that going to be good enough? Like, those are the type of thoughts that you keep in your head, because now you're just feeding fuel to the fire as to why everybody's irritated with you. Like, I'm not saying he's a bad person or he just necessarily did everything wrong, but this is one thing that I
Mhm.
didn't like that I heard nobody say it. He basically said, they're like, oh, are you happy for her? He said, no. Why not? Like, I'm not saying he has to be happy for her, but like, what did she do that was so bad? Get on your nerves? Like, TT
I
basically
think
did
it's
a
the
worse
fact. Let's go
reaction the
back to
first
the
day.
door. Let's go back to the door. It's the door. That door, I'm
But
telling you.
I mean, I
It's
understand
true.
that, but at the same time, they all said that TT had a worse reaction than Anaya did off of one night. So at this point, if you're so annoyed with Anaya, then why wouldn't you want her to just be happy? And he keeps saying that, but this is also the thing. I've heard multiple other people say, KC just don't care. So for example, right, the last conversation they had by the fire pit, I wouldn't have been mad at KC if he just didn't pull Anaya for a conversation. Because like y'all said, at this point, all your friends jumped on me, X, Y, and Z. I don't need to have a conversation with you because at this point, I literally just don't care. So I also feel like it's kind of annoying when he keeps trying to apologize, and it's like, bro, that's how you felt. Like, stop trying to apologize if that's genuinely how you felt. If you felt like Anaya was annoying and you just want to move on to TT, say that and leave it alone. Because I do understand that everybody was talking to him at one time at certain points during the conversation, but I feel like Casey's the type of person that he can't even articulate himself. So when it is only one person, it just don't sound right what he's saying. Like, I'm not saying he doesn't have a valid point, but when he says what he's about to say, like, it just sounds dumb, like the door thing, or like, I don't know, like it just seemed like even when he said, when they were like, oh, what do you have in common with TT, he didn't say nothing. And then when it came to a night, he was like, oh, we don't have nothing in common. And I'm not necessarily mad about that. The thing about it is, though, you couldn't even tell me what you had in common with TT, so it does come across as lustful. You get me? And then it also comes across as lustful to me. I'm gonna leave this my last point because I know I've been ranting. Lustful to me because when you thought Sydney was finna give you the cat, you was going. Now it's let me switch beds from TT. But when Sydney didn't give you that cat that night, you woke up the next day on a different note. And like, I just don't understand. Like, I get what y'all be saying, but at the same time, I feel like he has to remember that he's on TV. This isn't the first season, and he knew that movie night was coming. So if you're gonna do stuff, just stand on it. That's all.
Okay. Now, what are your thoughts, Damien? And don't be afraid to question each other's points as well.
Okay. I'm a little. Can I say? I'm a little. I've been drinking.
Oh, watermelon.
Same thing.
Literally.
You feeling like a
Okay,
clam slammer?
so I agree with
Ooh,
mostly everything that he just said
no.
about what's their names? Ooh, okay, hold on. let me
Anaya.
stop.
Oh, she's
Yeah, Anaya.
real drunk, girl. Oh my god.
Anaya and Casey. Okay.
Jesus.
I agree with mostly everything he just said about Anaya and Casey, but I feel like the other part is that I just feel like he's real flip floppy. Like I understand like you could feel some way, but it's just the way. It's not even just the things he say. It's the way he talks. The way he talks with different people, and like men are performative. I don't think everybody knows that, but men are real. Hello.
Right.
You
You're like as one.
We can hear
Y'all
you.
can hear me? Okay, yeah,
Yeah,
but men
I
are
hear
very
you.
performative. I do the same thing. I talk to different people in different ways and tones. That's the performative part. And I'm not saying that he's a fake person because of it. It's just the way you talk to people. But when you're on a television show, you can't do that. You have to keep it like one way across the board. The way he talks to Anaya isn't the same way he talks to TT. They talk like he said, like they grew up in LA. He talked to Anaya like, oh, okay, this is like somebody who's privileged and fancy. Because I feel like he felt that way after the door thing and what she told him about her parents and stuff. So it's like, yeah, he probably felt like, oh, this girl's like probably talks white or something, because he tried to talk more mature with her. You get what I'm saying?
Right. No,
So
I
I feel
do
like
agree with
with
that.
He talks like suburban, so he has to like say
not
it like
suburban per se, because I don't feel like he talks suburban, but he tried to be more expressive with his words. You get what I'm saying? Like he tried to expand his vocabulary with her. You get what I'm saying?
so she was trying to be like sincere.
Like he
saying,
didn't want to sound childish, is what I'm basically trying to say.
yeah. Okay, yeah, I get it. That's when because when he would joke, she didn't like him joking and everything like that. So that's when we started seeing him like change his tone.
Yeah.
Everything. When he's with TT, he can do all that. What he couldn't do with Anaya. So I see what you're saying.
Yeah. So I just feel like if that was the case, if you felt like that, and basically what he said, it felt like a job. If it felt like, why would you keep wanting to be in a job for 3 weeks?
Oh, you feel like he should have just quit without a 2-week notice.
I feel like you should have quit after you said that, because what does that mean? I wouldn't want to be with somebody that I feel like is basically a 12-hour shift because I hate work. So,
but I feel like
most people will tell you. We all got bills.
I'm sorry.
Wait, he did say though out of his own mouth in the confessional that he felt like he was babysitting her, and that's what I be saying. Like necessarily, it's not a problem what he's doing; it's how he's going about it. Like if you genuinely feel like he was babysitting that girl, leave her alone.
And I feel like
did he
if
say
he was,
that?
I don't know when
he said it in the confessional. I don't remember which episode, girl. It's too many episodes.
In the earlier episodes, like week 2, I think.
Yeah. But my thing is, I just feel like I feel like with TT, he was like, yeah, just calm down. It's not that serious. With Anaya, it was more like he seemed more irritated having to calm her down. You get what I'm saying? Maybe that was
I
because the
think it's
first
because
time
she's
that.
more emotional, and I think that
Yeah, I
triggers him.
understand that,
I
Yeah.
don't think it's
and I
that
just feel
either.
like
I need y'all to recall both sides when it comes to their arguing. When Casey and Anaya argues, she never accepts accountability, and Casey always tries his best to accept everything, let her have her way, let her walk all over her. He's calling her the blueprint, all of that. When it came to TT, she was a bitch. She moaned, she groaned, she was in heat, she was all that. But the next day, what did she do? She took accountability. She said I was wrong. She didn't try to finger point I was wrong, but no, she took all accountability. And I feel like
Can
he
I ask you a
absorbed
question
that. He
after?
appreciated that. Hmm.
oh wait, because I wanted to say something real quick too. Okay, PYT, you get okay. I get what you're saying, but my thing is too. TT had time to watch what was happening, so I feel like at that point it's pretty obvious to everyone. KC doesn't like that.
Oh,
KC doesn't like that, and obviously TT likes KC. So why would she? And obviously in that moment she could probably tell, oh, he's not fucking with this. Let me calm myself down.
you're
And the
saying this
next day,
TT came in very calculated in
yes,
the show and
everybody
kind
should
of
have been.
planned out like
That's why
what
okay,
her
and I'm gonna
course of
honestly
action
move
was
on
going to
from
be.
KC and I like in like the next minute after everybody else have to say what they say about that because I think he had a
Yeah,
question.
yeah.
But
Go ahead, Mars. Go ahead,
yeah.
Mars. Go ahead. Mars was you was going to ask her something.
Um, I was gonna ask. I mean, I'm just asking to be refreshed though, because I genuinely forgot. Was there a conversation before Casa where he asked her, like, or not even asked her, but told her, like, "Hey, you're overbearing," or "I feel like you're doing too much," or like this, and that, or did he just only tell it to his friends? And I'm only asking because I feel like that would have made a difference in how she responded too. Because I feel like in a certain way, because he didn't get to express himself fully, she does feel like she's entitled to feel how she feel. Because it's like, well, every time we do have a conversation, even if she is cutting him off, I'm not saying she hasn't been, but like, like if he would have just started with that, maybe it would have been different. But I'm gonna stop.
Do you remember their conversations? Because most of the
I
time
mean,
when they had a conversation, she would get up and walk off, or he was never able
exactly.
to finish talking. So I don't think I think that's part of the issue is that throughout this whole experience, that he was never able, even when Melanie approached him to talk, she was
Mhm.
mad at him. He never got to finish. I think when he first talked to Soul, he tried to talk to her. She avoided him for a day. Like there was a constant pattern of her never letting him talk. And then
Mm-hmm.
when it is his turn, she leaves. So also there was something you just said that I wanted to say. Yeah, it's always just been a thing where like, and then on top of that, wherever they have in their conversation, she goes to Sincere, she goes to Melanie, she goes to the girls, and she tells them a different story.
Can I
That's
say
why I
something
wish
off
on
Okay,
the
can
movie
I
back of
night they
interject?
that?
would have showed him telling her straight up, I still want to explore. Because everybody keeps saying he didn't say he wanted. He did several
Okay,
times.
can I say
Can I say
something?
something?
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh,
you go first.
Also,
Okay.
I come off hostile, but I'm not. I promise. I just am passionate.
Charlie, go ahead. Go ahead, Charlie.
I just want to say a few things, then I gotta leave and go back to finish studying. So
Mhm.
I think the people have a misconception about everything. I agree with the one person said about Casey. I feel like Casey's mask is slipping. Since first off, let me start by saying this. Since day one, I have told everybody in that Discord I don't like Sincere. I don't trust light skinned men. They all demonic. And I knew since day one, Sincere was a liar. But because he got a smile like Big Legs and a Dominican doobie, everybody fell for it. So I don't know why. All of a sudden, everybody is shocked by Sincere, but that's a whole nother thing. Casey, I feel like Casey's mask is slipping. Casey has been manipulated since he started the show. When he got on there in that salmon color suit that was stained, he sat there and said, I'm going to pick being a plant person because I thought that's what the girls like. Not because that's what he genuinely wanted. He went on there and said it because he was trying to manipulate the situation to get somebody behind his door. Also, everybody's upset that Anaya wasn't behind Casey's door. Melanie and Trinity both like Casey the same amount of times as Anaya. Why is it always on Anaya that she wasn't behind Casey's door? It's always Anaya didn't pick Casey, Anaya didn't pick Casey. Neither did Melanie, neither did Trinity. But nobody brings that up. They all had the same amount of things in common, but it's always Anaya's fault. I understand they come from two different worlds. I feel like the whole time Casey was just trying to manipulate his way. Because again, y'all keep saying Casey can't express himself. He definitely can. He does not have a problem expressing himself because when you get around his boys, it's all Anaya this, Anaya that, Anaya this, Anaya that. Why can't you say that to Anaya's face? It's because he says stuff thinking he wants to come off as the good guy. Like, oh, I don't want nobody to think I'm a bad guy, so I'm not going to say this when I'm around Anaya, I'm around everybody else. I'm going to make it seem like I'm this great person. I'm going to big her up. I'm going to let her do what she does. But when I get behind her back, when I don't think everybody's watching, I'm going to say something completely different. That's fake. That's manipulative right there. That whole situation right there was manipulative. Should she have gotten in his face? No, I don't think she should have gotten in his face whatsoever. And my whole thing with TT is, I understand you like KC. Like the other person said, I feel like she went on there on a mission. She was gunning for KC. So if she knows he doesn't like something, she's going to change the scenario just because she wants to be on the show with KC, and that's who she's gunning for. KC was physically upset talking to her. She asked him, you look like you're not okay. Oh, no, I'm fine. You can look at KC and seeing after he had that conversation with Anaya, he was upset. That man's lying to you. He felt some type of way. You know he's lying. You know he's lying to you. But because you want KC, you're going to bypass that. Again, the girls, they didn't have to gang up on KC, but there's a difference. That's like I'm in a friend group. Two of my friends start talking to each other. They having a bad situation. Our friends start talking to the one who was in the wrong, saying, you were messed up for doing all this. You're messed up for doing all this. Then he brings in another girl that nobody knows in the friend group, and she inserts herself into the situation that has nothing to do with her. It's going to get hostile. You're defending somebody that you haven't even known for 2 days, 48 hours, and something that has nothing to do with you. Yeah, they didn't need to gang up on him, but again, they all know each other. They build a rapport. They build a friendship. She didn't need to insert herself in there. She should have just let Casey have the conversation. And I'm also the same person who was like, okay, if I don't want to talk to you in a situation, I know how I get. If I don't want to talk to you, if we're having an argument, I'm going to walk away. Because if I don't walk away, I'm going to say something that's going to, we probably not going to come back from. So I'd rather just walk away from the whole entire situation and leave it at that.
Do you feel like that's disrespectful? Because that was one of the arguments we were having earlier. The conversation was, is walking away disrespectful?
It will be more disrespectful if I stayed and have a conversation and said something that I'm going to later up regretting that I can't come back from. So I'd rather walk away and we have this conversation at another time instead of me sitting there and listening to you and I'm getting upset even more than I'm going to say something that we can't come back from. I'd rather walk away from the situation and not talk about it. We can come at it and talk to that, touch on that situation another time. If you don't want to hear what I got to say, you could do the same exact thing. No one's keeping you there. The problem is KC is trying to be one way when he's really another way. And y'all keep saying, he likes black women. He's this, he's that. He got a picture of Maya Angelou tattooed on him. Do you know how many hoteps do that and go, they pro-black and they go home to have sex with white women and make light-skinned babies? Please. I don't believe none of that. I believe since day one I've been saying, KC doesn't like Anaya. Anaya doesn't like KC. KC's type is soul. That's his type. He wasn't man enough to come in there and be like, okay, I want soul. He missed that opportunity. I feel like Anaya actually genuinely started building I don't want to say a love, but a like for KC. And yes, KC did tell her that he was exploring other people, but I feel like the problem was he wasn't clear. Like, okay, yeah, we're going to explore other people, but I think like we should see where things go and maybe we won't end up back with each other. He wasn't clear on that. Yes, he did tell her that they were going to be exploring other people, and she said that, but she did it in a respectful way where it was like, okay, I'm going to end up coming back to KC. He did it. He was trying to get his dick wet the whole time. Like, let's be serious. KC was trying to hunch. I don't even think when they get out of that villa that KC and Trinity are going to be together. I'm just honest with you. I'm just being honest with you.
You brought Bryce and Trinity.
I mean, not Bryce and Trinity, Casey and TT. I don't think they're going to be together when they get out of the villa. I'm just being honest with you. Also, Kenzie is a whore. I'm sorry to say it. I don't like Kenzie.
Okay, yeah, that's what I was going to say. No shade. Everybody's going to be mad. I'm going to say something controversial. I'm not mad at Kenzie. I'm sick of Bird Island. I'm sick of Bird Island. I'm sorry.
My issue with Kenzie is she's trying to go over and hop on every single.
But the thing is, y'all, why is she still exploring? Like the thing with Kenzie is, why are you exploring when you have a week left?
Because exactly. No shade, but like Parmita said, oh, y'all knew each other for 3 days. But Parmita, you just closed off, so no shade. Let Kenzie go explore. I'm sick of the bird. Like everybody over here keep going back to the same man that's doing them wrong and crying over it when y'all know it's happening. No shade. Anaya, Melanie, Kata, them three really, the three birds is killing me.
Well, Zach's gay, so he's not going to ever.
Kenzie leaving a good man for God.
I'm saying for God, honestly, I blame Jen because why would you bring this disgusting creature into the villa?
Thank
I'm
you.
not mad at
Yes,
I'm not mad at
sir.
Kenzie for exploring. I'm
Justice
mad
for
at
the beach
Kenzie for
bum.
saying I want surfer babies, then saying I want coffee shop babies, then saying I want country babies, then going to him and busting flits on this guy, then saying she told
She wanted to
what
live
did
in
she
Captain
post? What
Storm
did
California.
she
She
Street.
wanted to live in
What was she
Florida.
she
She
supposed to
wanted
told
to
do?
live
Dylan?
everywhere.
Did y'all peep that
Kenzie,
conversation where she told Dylan, where Dylan was just like, where she told Dylan, I don't like cheese
Sex
that
on the
much, and
beach.
Dylan was
Uh,
like, oh, I like cheese, and she's like, I do too. 2 seconds ago, you didn't care about cheese, girl. Like it was just, girl.
my thing
Mm-mm.
is the reason I really don't care about Dylan is because I do think them tears was fake. Because
Me too.
There was
I do
no
like
too.
tears come out the
my
I do
back.
thing
too.
is okay, my thing is too like I'm gonna go off a little topic, but Amora literally was sitting there saying that, oh, I can't believe I fell for this again after I watched it. So y'all did watch most of the show. So you saw Kenzie and Corbin kissing in that closet because there's no way they would have not let y'all see that. Talking about
Facts.
Okay,
some
but
That was just like
piggybacking on that though.
exactly.
So
So Dylan, I just feel like, and he's finna say next week that, oh, I just feel like this is what happened. You already knew this happened. I just don't believe you didn't already know this happened because you literally
So
said, I
I'll
just
give
feel
them a little bit of grace because I feel like the flight to Fiji from America is a little long. So I'll say that they got clips of
no.
everything
I
and
think the
not
Costa
full
people are
no,
flow
they've
already
oh,
been
they're
there
already
in
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 the
the
those
beginning.
hotel. They're already
hotel
in the
rooms for
hotel.
And
weeks.
then they get flown
Yeah.
out, and then they get to watch
Yeah.
the show. That's
Yeah,
why.
yeah,
That's
they've
why.
been
everybody
in
Right,
goes
but
in
if
at the
they get
same
flown
sequester.
out in
time.
the middle of the season, they haven't seen everything because the flight to
No, they've
Fiji
seen
from
Yeah,
everything.
ATL
they've
They've
seen
seen
airport is how far?
everything.
No,
everything.
they give them clips. They give them clips. They've
Oh,
said
yeah,
that
No,
I,
they
but
because
I
before.
feel
saw
I've
like
been
that's
yeah, they
specific.
watching
saw the
Love
entire time.
Island, Love Island UK, Love Island USA, Love Island Africa. Trust me, I watch them all. I've been watching them.
Yeah, they
And
put
they
them in a
literally
hotel.
watch up until they get into the villa because sometimes they will come in and tell them what's been going on, and some people will switch up if they came back.
It,
Like they got voted off the island and then they came back in, and they'll switch up who they talk
and
to
no
entirely
shade,
and everything
but
to
how
make
did
sure that they're
Corey
on the
know
fan side.
what Sincere was doing and told Melanie what Sincere was doing? And
The
they
only
didn't put
reason
that
why
in the
I said
actual
it,
show. Yeah, Corey knew what Sincere was doing, but you telling me Dylan didn't know what Kenzie was doing?
they
You knew
said the
that,
only reason I
Dylan.
said that because remember last season. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, boo. Last season, they were
Mhm.
actively casting bombshells and Casa people while the season was airing, so people was watching the show. Then you get,
Right.
of course, they feature in a sequester, so they're seeing enough. A lot of stuff happened on week one that they see
I
some.
think they still watch it in sequestering. Like they get like certain things that they can watch, and I'm pretty
Right.
Yeah.
sure obviously
Yeah, but
that's
they've
it.
seen enough with the bombshells that come later on, like the Casa people. They've seen enough to see these people ain't shit. So I don't.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, but then doesn't that defeat the argument of everybody saying that, oh, TT jumped in and she didn't know what was happening? Because that's what I was trying to say is
No, she
she's
knew what
probably
was
been watching
happening.
Anaya never let this man talk, and she's been watching nobody have his back. So that's why when they were
She
doing
came
that,
in.
that's why
Yeah,
she
I
jumped
agree.
in and said that. Okay.
I don't think any of the girls let any of the original girls let the Casa or let the original guys know what was going on. Nobody knew how they were feeling.
Mhm. Oh, somebody made a good point in the comments. They said they think that Permita and Corbin plan to meet on the show because
No.
yeah, that's what somebody in the comments said. Do y'all
That's too
agree?
much work. They're too
Not an
deep for
Ace and
that.
Absolutely.
Corey's
Shelly part
dumb.
two.
I really mean they
Right.
need to get ChatGPT Corbin off the show.
They're way too
Him
dense for
and
that.
Kenzie are just
I don't
Oh,
mind
wait,
Corbin
can
no
I ask a
more. Corbin is
question?
all
Because
right to me. I don't mind Corbin no more because him and Kenzie are away from each other. So Corbin don't
I
bother me.
like Corbin.
Me
can
too.
I ask
I
a
I'm glad
don't.
somebody
question?
else
They're
did.
so dumb. They're
Okay,
funny.
did y'all see on TikTok where they were saying Parmita's accent is fake?
I saw that
I
with
just
her
saw a
real
comment
voice.
about that. Absolutely, yes.
She's not a Persian cat.
I would like to say
No,
something.
I think she is, but I think she's faking it for the show. Like
Go
she's
ahead. Go
forcing
ahead.
it. Oh my bad.
Mhm,
Oh, I'm sorry. So I don't know if anybody mentioned this before I got on because I got on a little bit late.
mhm.
But can y'all hear me well?
Yeah, we
Just
can
want
hear
to
you.
make sure. Okay, so the editing on last night's episode was a little weird. Did y'all notice during Kata's and Zach's scene, which I believe was first, Melanie had already had like tears on her face. She was already crying beforehand. So I believe that like they switched the clips around during
Right.
Mm-hmm.
editing to
TYT
make
was
it a
just
little
Mm-hmm.
telling me
bit
that on the
different.
phone earlier. Yes.
Yep.
Yes. Okay. I'm glad somebody else noticed and I wasn't
Yes,
crazy.
because Melanie and
Yes.
Sincere's clip definitely
If
went
you could
before
already, if you
Casey's.
go back and look at the episode, Melanie was already in tears and upset beforehand. So I believe next week's episode Now, hopefully I'm wrong, but hopefully all the girls do jump down Sincere's throat like they did Casey's throat.
Right.
If
Can I
not,
say something on that?
go ahead.
The only reason why I think that there was a different visceral reaction to Casey and Sincere, even though I don't understand why, because again, I've been saying since day one that Sincere is a liar. He has been
Mhm.
lying since day one. But it's
True.
because no one was expecting that from Sincere. They already had an anger towards Casey, so they were bringing out their frustration. When they seen what Sincere did, everyone was shocked. Like they were completely shocked where they were speechless. I think that's
Oh
the
yeah.
difference. I don't think it's
I'm
Everybody
gonna have
was
to
Casey.
gooped and
disagree a little
gagged.
bit
Everybody was
because
taken aback. You could see in everybody's faces that they were not expecting what was to be shown on movie night.
But they still should have. But I feel like they still should have said something. Like I understand they may have been shocked, but it's just crazy to me that they are seeing in 4K Sincere lying and
No,
like on different things, and they all sitting there so quiet. Like, where was the outrage? That's what I was.
No, how did they
no,
have nothing to
I'm sorry. Go
say?
ahead. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh, no, it's okay. No, you're fine.
Oh, what I was saying was, now I agree with you, Kaya, on that. But my point is, maybe next week's episode we will see the girls jumping down Sincere's throat first. Because I also wanted to bring up, if y'all noticed, the last night, the episode, whatever, movie night, Kenzie was silent the entire time. So I believe that they showed Kenzie's clip first, and then like they started showing, they just piecing
Yes.
stuff together. Because
Yeah.
Kenzie
Yes.
ain't never
Yes.
been quiet in my life. Like the whole
No,
little
for
show we've been
real.
watching, Kenzie would have
Yes.
been humping up, clam slamming everywhere.
Yeah.
So seriously, so I genuinely feel like they flipped those clips around just for editing purposes and shock
Yes.
value. So
Can
hopefully,
I just
you're so
say?
crazy. Go ahead,
Can
Oh,
I
boo.
just
so
say
aggressive.
what they should have shown with Zach was all the
I just
little
want to say I
snide
agree with
comments that
Kenzie,
he's
but he
been
said,
making to
Kenzie, you are not
Kata.
somebody that I would
Ugh.
consider
Yes,
outside of
thank
that
you.
house.
About Kata
I
and Trinity. Why didn't they
yes,
show?
About
Hopefully they
Like,
show it
everybody
next
in
week.
there.
I completely
This
agree with
week.
that. I just
like,
wanted to say that I
why are they
completely
not
agree with that because
showing that?
Kenzie
Why are
is
they?
not somebody would you consider a girl's girl. Kenzie is some again, she's there to explore, have fun, and see how many dicks she can take. That's what Kenzie's
I've
about.
had
Kenzie's not
And
one to be
BFFs
once.
fucked.
since day
Kenzie loves
one.
the attention on her.
Yup, that's exactly what Kenzie loves. And when
I
it's not
met
on her, she throws
many of
that Karen
Kenzies
fit.
in my
Why are you
life.
mad at me? That's offensive. You deserve it. Kenzie, you're not a good person. I'm sorry. It doesn't
At
matter what you
all.
say or
Wait,
how many
wait a
girls
Kenzie
you
minute,
want
loves
to
guys.
the
explore.
attention
You
on
guys, you
her.
guys, hold on.
Exactly.
Earlier, you guys made a point. You guys said, why didn't they show who saying snide comments? Zach.
Zach.
Zach. Okay. Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yes.
I agree.
Talk about I love you, but we're not together.
Right.
Let me have sex with you real quick. Oh, you don't care if I explore? Like they should have showed. That's what makes me mad with movie nights is I feel like sometimes they focus on some people so hard, and then I'm telling you right now, they're not going to show anything bad about Trinity and Bryce, even though Bryce has been one of the biggest instigators here. They're not
Yes.
gonna show him freaking
Mm-hmm.
if they wanted to do it right, they should piss Trinity off by showing Kata kicking him out the bed and then showing him trying to go get with her again after that.
Okay,
That
but
would be cinema.
what if they play that next week?
I
I
would
Yeah.
honestly don't think it's
But
gonna
listen,
this
work.
week,
I
I
highly
don't.
tomorrow,
doubt it.
tomorrow.
They give you Bryce
listen. If they did, that'd be
I mean
great.
next week tomorrow.
Yeah, if
I
they
don't
Yes.
play it
think it's gonna
tomorrow.
work
need the winners
just
edit.
because of the simple fact that they're already boyfriend and girlfriend. Like he gonna be like she gonna be like, oh, that happened before we got together. Even though I know a bunch of y'all don't agree that they like each other, I disagree. I think they like each other, and I don't think she's
Zach
gonna
and
care.
Kata, you're speaking of.
No, we're talking about
No,
After the
Trinity
Trinity
and
and
movie
Bryce, but
night.
I
Bryce.
think
Trinity and Bryce.
I
Okay.
think that I think more than that, I think that they just feel like it's kind of like last year with Sierra and Nick, where they feel like they're just so fucking. Excuse my language. I'm sorry. They feel like they're so solid, and it's like you're not perfect, and that's
Mm.
okay. I would respect you more if you're not sitting here on a high horse, Trinity. You sit here
Mm-hmm.
with your liar boyfriend who done started a bunch of mess and is trying to act
Right.
like he's not involved with nothing, when really him and Zach are the people laughing behind you while all the black people arguing. They behind you laughing because they started it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. Zach
Okay,
So
now
and Bryce be having a good old kill with the
Sure
drama.
do.
Zach wants Bryce. Okay.
can I
Mm-hmm.
can I play devil advocate for Kenzie real quick because
Oh
Oh
no
no.
Lord.
shade.
Oh
Yeah, I'm
Lord.
gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. No shade because the
Let
Jesus
me
because the
mute my
Christ.
first
mic.
day, look.
Ugh.
The first day, Zach didn't want her. Zach did not
Uh-huh.
want her, correct?
Fair. Yeah.
Yes.
So yeah, Zach did not want her. She moved on to Sean. Keep in mind, Sean didn't want her either. He told Sincere this, but he didn't tell Kenzie this. But what was she supposed to do? if she didn't pick Corbin, Sean really didn't like her. He would have kept talking to Anaya. Is that not correct?
Maybe.
Nothing is
Exactly.
wrong.
No.
Wait,
Exactly.
I'm gonna
Okay, so
cut
let's
you
move
off real
on. Let's
quick.
move on.
I'm sorry. Oh,
Huh?
are you done? I'm sorry.
No,
Go ahead.
I want to keep going. Okay, so
Okay,
then
go
we get
ahead.
to Corbin. I can't defend her with nothing with the Corbin and Melanie situation. She was completely wrong. She was dead ass wrong. That was starting to bop and she was being a hoe. Oh my bad. Yeah. Okay. So moving on to Caleb. Yeah. No. That like I just said, she was wrong in all of that. Like so. Yeah. But moving on to this current situation, Jen. I don't feel bad for Jen for this reason too. She came and told you, I just kissed Corbin. I didn't tell Melanie. Don't tell anyone. Just I'm not gonna tell. I'm not gonna tell. We're white sisters.
They better show that.
Oh, I see what you're saying. She should
That's
have
what I was talking
been
about
real
earlier.
hard because you had a zip
Exactly.
off
So now
and
all
she
of
was already a
now I'm not
304.
trying to be
Okay,
rude,
got
but
it,
all of a
got
sudden
it.
it happens to you, Jen, and now I
Now
wouldn't
you're
be friends with you
gagging.
outside the villa.
Yeah, I'm with
So
you on
okay,
that,
Jen.
homie.
Okay,
You should
I
have been
agree.
not wanting to be.
I agree
I
definitely.
got you.
So
Yes.
no, I don't feel bad for you, Jen, because honestly, Jen, go home. Why are you still here? And you brought this monster in the villa. So honestly, yes. And he told you to your face. If I bring you in here, are you gonna keep exploring Kensley? Yeah, I sure am. Jen.
Right.
No.
I do have a question for everybody on the panel. Don't all speak at once. Now that Melanie is going to see these clips, is Melanie going to take Sincere back?
Nope.
Yes.
Oh, yes,
And then they're gonna
will.
close it off like big dummies.
I think they're gonna have
absolutely.
a Huda and Chris ending at the like. I feel like they're gonna somehow make it to the final four, and at the end, either they're gonna make it or they're gonna have an argument and they break up or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I agree. I do feel like that's gonna happen.
Well, Melanie is not going to learn her lesson. That's what y'all saying. She ain't going
And
to.
they're gonna have a
Sadly.
Huda Chris moment, but I feel like they're gonna end up dating a little bit after the show, but then the ex is gonna get involved. They're gonna end up breaking up. That's what I feel like is gonna happen.
Yeah, I see them making it to the end for some reason because they're not gonna.
The producers are not gonna let them go until the end, like the very,
And there's too
very
many
end.
duds. No shade, Jaden and Caleb. Duds.
Exactly. Like we haven't talked about them whole life. I
Caleb, you really
literally
think
forget about
Caleb a
them.
dub?
Yes.
His relationship
Yes.
is because it's gonna
There's
start. They're
just
gonna
some
start
people that
eliminating
are just not
couples.
good reality TV.
Oh yeah,
There's
that's
just
true.
people
No,
that are
yeah,
not.
they can go. Jen,
Can I
Caleb.
tell you guys though?
Mm-hmm.
It between Melanie, Sincere, and Casey and Anaya's parents, they got to get somebody out that villa before the parents come in, or it's
Oh
gonna
no
go
Oh,
down.
shade.
absolutely.
No,
It's
but
going to go down.
It's gonna go crazy.
I gotta see this. They got to keep them in there because I need to see.
no, the way Love Island is, they
I
don't
can't
want to.
really
They
see
don't want no
Anaya and them
squabbles.
parents coming in crazy.
Yeah.
But probably Casey's sisters and
Right, but
probably
they're
TT family. A little
going
bit
to
of
invite
who
certain
else?
family members.
So no
I can't think
mama.
They
of nobody
gonna
else right
invite
now that's coming
Anaya
in like
mama, Anaya
defending their
mama,
people for
Casey's
real.
sisters,
You see
Kata's
Anaya's dad.
sisters. They gonna invite Gall. Did y'all see that Gall's
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear
family
you.
made a meme page of him?
Oh
His
yeah.
family
Oh
is
my gosh, I
clowning
did
him.
see that, and they're
Oh.
not even
I
on
didn't see
social
that.
media.
They
Yeah,
over
we
here
need
giving out
we need to
discounts
have
to girls named
Anaya's dad.
Jen or
Yeah,
his
for people named
coffee
Jen going
shop.
to their shop. Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Well,
I feel like they're only going to
Okay.
invite certain
We'll
family
find out.
members in order to
Family
avoid
night.
any physical situations happen. Like for Casey, if
But
he
I
has
did
any
want to
boy
add on
cousins
to
or something, they're going to add like boy cousins. You get what I'm saying? Like they're going to add like boy cousins and make the boy cousins come and then have like maybe a 9-mom. Because that way, because I'm telling it would get physical. Like it might get close to a physical. It may be an argument straight up. That's how I feel like.
Wait, can you
Yeah.
explain what's going on? Because I don't know what's going on with the social media with the parents.
So Anaya's mom has been posting and saying things online. Casey's mother has been doing the same as well. So yeah, that's been
Oh,
the
his
gist
mom
of it.
has? I didn't even see that.
Oh yes.
Okay,
Oh
so
yes.
so
are they
like,
going back on Facebook?
Not back and
or...
forth, but like just defending they daughter and they saw it.
which they're not wrong for. That's their
Right.
kids. They're not wrong
That's
for
they
that.
that's
If
their
they have to
kid.
beat up.
Oh yeah, and I did want to say something as a light skinned viewer.
oh my bad.
You apologize.
I'm sorry.
Charlie,
I
you
just felt like
too.
I need to take charge, okay? Take my stage.
Okay.
My mama, you know, she's a White Walker, okay?
Okay.
But she's from Canada. I'm half
Okay.
Ukrainian.
Uh-huh.
And then my dad's from Alabama,
Right.
and he's deep. So I just feel like I do understand Anaya, like, because I was an army brat, so
Hmm.
I grew up moving around a lot, and I got
Yeah.
bullied in Chicago for being like half white because I was
Hmm.
with all the black people, and
Yeah.
then I moved to this state and I was with all the white people.
Hmm.
And growing up in like a White Walker town, and I want to say Kaya, because I want to say I heard you say that like the Mexicans that you grew up around and stuff, yeah, they don't be saying the N-word.
Hmm.
And like the town that I lived in, it was like half country, half hick slash Mexican, a lot of under the table people. And they don't say the N-word either, or at least
Yeah.
not around us. So
Mm.
I'm just like all these people that are coming out saying it and think that it's okay to say it around certain people is like people that they probably thought it was okay around, but then they weren't cool with them anymore or something. And then they're like, I'm out
It's the
you.
whole thing. Like people, like I was saying before, like but when it came to the Vasana situation, her ex friends, whoever they was, held on to that because they don't like people. They don't like people seeing you win. People are
Mm-hmm.
jealous of you, so they held on to this stuff. Like I said, if I ever went on a show, if someone is ready to clip something to me, trust and believe that and everything. But yeah, but again, you notice that they're only getting the Hispanics that live in Miami, and Miami is maybe one of the cities that the Latinas can say the N word. Do we not see Gretchen?
Yeah.
Gretchen is from Miami.
Yes, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's just like they think that it's okay, but it's not okay. Just because
Yeah,
it's okay where you grew up, you shouldn't go around thinking that it's okay.
but their friends are not going to tell them that because where they grew up around, they just say
No.
it outside. But the thing is, they just stupid enough to say it on camera. That's the thing. Like, say it around your friend
Yeah.
group. Well, don't say it at all, but say it around your friend group. But they are stupid enough to get caught on 4K saying it. That's
But
why.
this is why I
Yes.
think Love Island is doing a good service to the community because people like me have been saying this forever. And like, you know, me and you, Pierre, we've gone back and forth about
Right.
big homie Gretch. And I'm like, you can't get mad at this one and not mad at the other one. And you know, I'm from Cali. There's a lot of Spanish people. But you go to the Bay, every Asian saying it too. And there's a lot of people who don't like that. So it's okay. We could say, all right, cool. And now you learning your lesson, and now you can't do it. Now you're embarrassed. Maybe you should just not be so obsessed with that word.
It's something else you can say.
Mm.
They can say something else.
You
What's
can
other?
say something else, like stop it, or
But it's
suffer the
so.
consequences. Boo.
Oh,
Gretchen, you had to get beat up several times. Y'all, you getting kicked off Love Island left and
And
right.
keep beating
Maybe you'll
her
stop
up.
saying it.
Okay.
I
Gretchen
feel
ain't
like
gonna
it's
do
so
Love
hard when we got
Island.
so many coons in the community. Like my
Like
That
who?
old
loud,
dad,
yeah.
like he's dating a Mexican woman, and he was we were watching Baddies. Oh, I was watching Baddies one day, and he was like, "Well, obviously they shouldn't be doing that to Gretch because he was in the she obviously grew up in the hood." And I'm like, "Well, I don't agree with that because I didn't grow up in the hood, so." Because my mom moved me out the hood, so I just don't.
Yeah, I was an army brat, so I grew up in the hood and out the hood and in the country.
Hmm.
And yeah,
Yeah,
no, I don't agree with it.
Is it Kiana? Is that your name? Kiana?
Yeah, Kiana.
Ask you because you said you would swipe left on Bryce. Would you swipe right or left on Gall?
On
Oh,
who? Gall?
Gall, yeah.
gal.
Oh, he's a hard pass. That is a no way,
Bryce or Gal?
not
Which one you pick?
today.
Bryce or
what
Gal?
about
Ooh.
Caleb?
You gotta pick.
Caleb's a right. I love Caleb.
No,
Yeah.
Bryce or Gal. Caleb ain't an option. Bryce or Gal.
Bryce has been washing his hair.
It,
Oh God.
Ew.
it looked like a skunk is on his head.
I'm
Ah.
scared, Gall.
Who was
Do you
Gall?
think
Okay,
they told Amora she can't explore Carl?
I feel like
no,
they encouraged her not to. I'm not gonna lie,
They want
because I
y'all.
you.
noticed that.
They
I
do
just feel like
encourage bombshells not to talk to each other
It's so
Yes.
annoying because
or
I want her and
Casa.
Carl.
Because
I feel
Leah
like
said
Carl
that
just
they
don't
was
like her
trying to have her
though.
and Miguel talk, right?
He
Then they
said he
said,
liked her on Aftersun. Sorry.
Wait, Kaya. Oh,
What
I
were you
wanted to hear what
saying?
Kaya was saying.
Yeah, sorry.
didn't Leah say, because didn't Leah say that they was trying to stop her and Miguel from talking? They didn't want them talking to each other? Season 6.
Yeah, and they wanted like Serena and Janae to go after him more.
Oh yeah, so and Leah got her man. So yeah, so they do tell people they don't want you talking. So maybe that
Right.
is
They
because they want
encourage
I would
you.
say, yeah.
Yeah, they encourage
Right.
you
They
not to
encourage you.
talk
They
to who
can't
you
say don't
go
talk
in
to
with.
such and such,
Because
but
that
they'll
was
be
the
like,
same
you
with
know, I don't
Iris and
think.
Pepe. Because you guys watched last season. Or
Right.
Pierre,
Oh
right? You
yeah.
watched last
Right.
season, yeah. They encouraged them not to talk, and that's why they kept saying brotherly, blah, blah, blah. And then they coupled up later because TJ got sent home.
Right.
And then, yeah, so yeah, they encourage them not to do it, but if there's nobody left, then they're okay with it.
Right.
Yeah, I feel like if they force Gall with Amora, I'm gonna be mad because
Oh Lord.
please don't do that to her.
Okay, I have
Wait,
a
who was Amora
question.
talking to? Wait, sorry about that. Before you start, who was Amora talking to when he? That was Gal when she was like, "Did you work? Where did you work before?" And then they were talking about where they worked at, and then she was like, "Wow, why she changed her accent to match the answer?" Did y'all know? Did
Oh
y'all
my
think
gosh, did
that?
you guys see something about her being
A
like
lesbian.
yes.
Yeah,
I can
I
see
saw
it.
that.
I can see her being bisexual. I don't know
I
if
could
she's
see it too, but I was just
Ooh,
like, why hasn't she said anything about
Amora.
it? Come on,
Apparently, she
Shelly
likes studs.
2.0.
Yeah, Shelly was pansexual, didn't or bisexual. So Shelly was out and proud.
Yeah.
But I don't know, maybe she
Yeah.
doesn't want people knowing that because she is playing a game. But if
Right.
that's the case, but
That's what
like
I'm saying. Like, I think that it's like not that anybody has to say, but it's just like in the past seasons,
Yeah.
recently, like there was Cassie and Johnny, and then, yeah, Shelly.
Kira.
And it seems like Melanie probably swings that way a little bit. I want to say I don't think she came out and said it,
Maybe
but
Melanie get
Don't
with
forget my bae Elon, but not too much because he's off
oh,
limit.
don't be talking about Elon. Okay, that's my bae. Okay.
Nation. We got the squabble over that, boo.
Falling over Elon Musk. Oh Lord. That's what
Shut
we
up.
do.
Pierre, who do you think's gonna be the final four?
I think the final four is going to be final four couples or final.
Yes.
Okay, final four couples is going to be Trinity and Bryce,
Yeah.
TT and KC.
I don't know about that.
I don't know. We got to fight
No,
hard for that.
yeah, no, I do.
Out of here, they're gonna
I feel like it's gonna be Zach and Kata because Kata's gonna do all that crying. She's gonna stay, and it's gonna be
Ugh.
between Melanie and Sincere or Caleb and Jaden.
What
I don't
about-
think
No.
Can I tell you
I
my
don't think
final
Kenzie
four?
gonna make it to the end because I think Kenzie gonna end up being vulnerable because Dylan gonna feel
Okay.
fake. Go ahead.
That was part of my question that I had next.
Yeah.
So who do you guys? Okay, so like after movie night, what do you guys think is gonna happen? You think Carl and Amora are gonna choose, or do you think like?
Oh,
And
it's
then
gonna be a
basically after that,
bloodbath.
how many people do you think are going home? Because I feel like four couples need to go home.
four or five couples need to get out right now. I'm
Yeah,
saying.
I think they're gonna do
feel
that
like
thing
they
like
will
last
cut
year.
like
With
at
the
least
standing
4
behind.
people.
I feel like Jaden and Caleb are going home. Gall and
Yeah.
Jen are going home. Amora,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, you're going home.
Yeah.
Kenzie and Dylan, you're going home.
Yeah.
All the white
I think
people.
they're gonna have us vote on Thursday, and it's probably gonna be like last year. Remember when they had us like rate people, and then they were like, and then it was like 10 people up with Andreina too. Remember, and it was like stand behind the two you want to save.
Right.
Do you remember
That's what I
that?
was saying earlier. The stand behind one. I think they're gonna
Yeah,
do it
I
like
think
that.
that's gonna be. It's gonna be
How they
like
gonna do
two
it with
people they have to save.
Yeah,
Okay,
and then
it's
I
like,
think
they're gonna do. They have to do it with couples because they can't do like which one.
yeah, they can do people. Well, no, it's kind of weird because Amora's here now, and Amora's
No, they
like an
did
op.
individuals last year.
Yeah,
But
I
you
know
know,
Amora
I
did
don't think it's gonna
opera.
be
right
much
now it
people.
wouldn't make sense because we're getting so close and like, because like I said, what if Melanie gets saved and Sincere goes home? Then who is Melanie gonna be with? Is she gonna be forced to be with somebody else?
That's what I was saying. Do you guys think Carl and Amora are about to pick? Because that's the only way I can see it working. And then
Yeah,
a girl's
that
gonna
makes
have to go
sense
home,
numerically. That makes the most sense.
and then a girl will go
Numerically,
home,
No,
that
and
makes
I
it'll
the
think
most
that's when
probably
the
sense.
be
couples will
like
start leaving.
5 people going home total.
I need.
No, I think
I would
I think
say.
four
I think
couples
one
out.
person's gonna leave when they couple up, and then I think after that they're gonna start eliminating couples because it just doesn't make sense
Right.
right now.
Yeah,
Because
no,
Amora's
I
just
agree. I
Yeah.
don't think they're gonna do couples elimination. It's gonna be individuals because now a lot of people are on the rocks right now. You gotta
Dang,
think
because
then
about it. A
Jen's
lot of
gonna
people
Carl,
are on the
leave.
rocks right now.
Anaya, Carl, and Amora are all single. So
Exactly. A lot of them are all on a
and
lot are on the rocks.
we know they're pushing that Carl and Anaya story. We know
But
that.
then that means Jen's gonna leave because Gall is gonna pick
Oh yeah, and
Oh
then
yeah,
Amora.
Gall
for
is single now
sure.
too. But even though they're in a couple, so I don't know.
Well,
Ugh,
Ball is going
God.
home no matter who
I
he's
hope
with.
Jen cuss his ass out before she leave there. Like, fuck you.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm like,
Ball is going home no matter who he's with, so that don't even matter.
so that's why I feel like the last couples are gonna be. I feel like they're gonna force Carl and Anaya. Even though I like the couple, I feel like they're gonna force it. And then I feel like the final four is gonna be Carl and Anaya. I feel like Corbin and Casey are gonna go home just based off the viewership and the vote.
I don't know. KC got a fan base, and it's me.
Damn, it is a lot of people up in that video. I forgot about them when I was picking
But
my
yeah, no,
score.
remember they got Taylor and Clark the fuck up out of their sorry, they got Taylor Clark the heck up out of their last season. So if it comes down
Can
to
I ask a question?
they're gonna leave, huh? Go ahead.
Go
I
ahead,
was just
Trinity.
asking if I could ask a question to. I'm sorry, I'm not sure what her name is.
Dion.
But why do you ride for Casey so hard?
I'm gonna tell you,
Ooh.
girl, because here's my thing. I don't like anybody getting bullied, and I'm sorry, not bullied. I'll use a different
Ganged
word,
up on.
right? I don't like anybody getting ganged up on, and you're not gonna tell me he's disrespecting you
Okay.
while you're calling him the B word constantly, and he can't ever talk. And I'm sorry,
Right.
I've been seeing him from the second week. You got mad at him when Melanie talked to him. You know what I'm saying with the whole soul thing. And I'm not saying I don't love Casey. I think Casey's a punk, and I think he needs to get it together.
No, I
But
get
I
that. I
also
get that.
I don't like the way she talks to him. I don't like the way her friends talk to him. And I think y'all
No,
are
I
all
don't
mad at
like
him
that
because he picked
either.
another girl, period, point blank. But I
I
also
just think
think,
that doesn't give
yeah.
him enough reason to ride behind him so hard. Because I just feel like
Ooh.
he punks out of a lot of
You
conversations.
want to step in?
He doesn't ever stand up. He can't assert himself in a conversation. Like, he doesn't know how to.
But
Like,
here's the
he
thing.
really
I
is a
think,
little boy.
no,
Like, this
and
man
I'll
needs
agree
to,
with you
like,
on that.
stand
But
up.
here,
Like, he stood up, but he didn't stand up, okay? He sat back down.
You
You
think
know
he
what I
stood
okay,
up
mean?
but here's the
physically,
thing.
but
No, no,
Like,
no,
not
no. Hold on, hold on,
verbally?
hold on. Let me talk. Here's the thing. I'll agree with you on some of those points, but at the same time, you have to remember this is also still a black man on a TV show that's trying to keep his
no, I
composure.
get that.
Because if he turns up
I
and he
get
yells
that.
at them the
Yes.
way that Sincere yelled at them, we would be having a different conversation. If he
No,
walked over to
100%.
Anaya the way that he did, so we have to give him a little bit of grace because he still is a black
But
man, and the only
I still
and the
think
only man
that
that
his
everybody is ganging up on, even
I
though
still
other men have
think
done worse things.
Okay, no
yes.
shade.
I'm
I feel
just
like we
saying
just
it.
beat this dead horse to a horse tonight.
Well, she asked me a question. I'm just
No, no,
answering.
no,
Right,
not like that. I
exactly
just feel like,
though.
oh my god, I'm so drained of Casey and Anaya. It's killing
No,
me.
I am too, low
No,
key.
that's cool. That's why Anaya can go home. She
And
can go
I
home.
Naya
think she
can
should have
go
been
home. And Casey
eliminated.
can go home. Casey can go home too.
Yeah, that's
I
what
don't
I'm
know.
saying.
I
I
think
feel
him
like
and TT.
Casey.
If it's Love Island, I think him and TT like each other. Let's keep the couples that like
Okay,
each
I
other.
understand that. I'm not saying they don't, but I feel like just based off the
TT
fans.
came in for a goal. She doesn't care what happens after this
Ooh,
as long as she
oh,
gets on
okay.
another show. Come on.
Okay, then
She
Zach could
just
go
like
too because he doesn't really care. He's
manager.
No,
excited
you
about
have to
supporting
realize
everybody.
that Zach then played the game so smart that him and Kata are so irrelevant compared to the other couples. Like they're so good, but they're so irrelevant. They're not too irrelevant like Jaden and Caleb. So you get what I'm saying? They're not gonna go.
Are they
They
really
feel like
like
that's
Mm.
that?
like probably the second strongest connection in there, other than
Not
just like
really.
Trinity.
Are you a
It's
strong
not to us,
connection?
but to the people in there, because it's either gonna come down to us voting. I feel like that's when the mass elimination is gonna happen when we vote, and like
Right.
the people in the final
Do you
four.
guys? Oh well, you
And then
guys
I
didn't
feel
really
like,
watch. A couple
hmm?
seasons ago or whatever, they basically like Game of Thrones. I don't know if you watch Game of Thrones,
Love it.
but they basically had them all in like red themed. I feel like maybe it was a season with Serena, and they were all like wearing red and shit, and then it was like a literal bloodbath, and like 5 of them went home, like after Casa.
Mm.
Yeah, I feel like that's
Yeah,
what
like they
happened.
all were in like red colored schemed, and it was literally like a bloodbath, and then like 5 of them went home.
But I feel like production wants the storyline this season. That's why I
Yeah, I
feel like
don't think they
that's
did
Yeah.
why
this season. This
I
cast did
don't
not
think
deserve
so.
that. That's the
they
thing.
want.
They're trying to get it over with. They had
And
somebody,
my
gone.
thing is, oh my bad. I thought you were done.
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. My thing is, I don't think Amora is gonna pick if Carla and Amora have to pick. I don't think Amora's gonna pick Sincere because just based off how she was watching the Soul clips, she was like, "Damn, I fell for this too." It was like
Once
a
you
damn.
get
I
it.
don't want this.
Yeah, I think
Exactly.
she's
So she's
awesome.
not.
No,
So she's not.
I agree. I
Yeah.
think
So
Amore is turned off by Sincere
I
and
feel
how
like Melanie and
Yes.
interactive.
Sincere, they're gonna have to stay. Like Melanie's gonna forgive him. I'm telling you. And then
But it's
they're gonna
sad.
have
Yeah.
It's
to.
like, come on, girl, get
It
up.
is, but it's like it's just gonna happen.
But you've been there. You know what I mean? You've been
Ooh,
there.
I've not been
Who?
like that.
You
No.
never
I'm
been
sorry, no shade.
No,
Never. I'm only
not that
22.
embarrassed.
I
You
am
can
22
embarrass
years
me
old, and this
once,
is not.
twice, but 14
in high
times.
school. Am I?
No, friend. I'm sorry,
No,
no
not
friend.
Yeah,
Kenzie.
no,
Don't bring me
baby.
down to a clam slam.
No, no,
Not
I
a
no.
can't even
clam
hit the
slam.
splits.
Oh, I
No,
got a
friend.
question for everybody. So, how did y'all feel
Girl.
about Trinity? Y'all think Trinity need to shut the F up? Or
Yes.
Yeah, just a little piece. Just a little bit.
My thing with Trinity is I feel like she feels stupid because if you notice, every time the girls come to Trinity with their problems about their man, I love Trinity, but she kind of dismisses the fuck out of them. She dismisses them. Even this is what pissed. I didn't even get into this. This is what peed me off about the movie night. Why, when Kata finally figured out what Zach did, everybody instantly dismissed it. He was still gonna pick you. He was gonna pick you, especially Trinity. You know he was gonna pick you. Why does that matter?
Trinity
That's not the
dismissed her
point.
the most,
Right.
for sure.
Yes. And then even going back to when Anaya was telling Trinity her feelings about what was going on with Casey. Anaya wasn't exactly wrong when she was saying, I feel like he wants to go explore. He did. He just wasn't saying it. And
Right.
like I won't just I agree. Anaya she can express things better, and so can he. So my thing is Trinity instantly just, girl, he likes you. I feel like he likes you so much, girl. And then I feel like that's another reason why Trinity is going so hard, because I feel like in her mind now, and on top of what Bryce told her, now she feels stupid.
I have
Right.
a rebuttal.
Exactly, because he was giving her bad advice. I agree.
Yeah,
I have a rebuttal.
I think it's just the. Oh, say your rebuttal, baby.
Oh no, you're good. If you want to go first.
Oh, I was just gonna say, I think that proves it is that Trinity doesn't really give that much of a care. She cares because they're her friends, but the only reason she hates Casey is because of what he said to Bryce. I'm sorry, she cares about Anaya, but she's the fuel behind her fury is what he said to Bryce.
No shade. Trinity
Okay,
gives
so
the
that's
Oh,
what
my bad. Let me let you go.
I'm just gonna cut him right here. I think that the reason that she has so much like passion about it is because Anaya has talked to her about how she felt about being a black woman and being in that position and just everything about it. So Trinity takes it more on as like kind of a part of her. Like she feels the pain that Anaya kind of feels in the situation about it, because she's like, he's not choosing you as like he said you were the blueprint. Like she's on her side. She also told her that she's being a dummy for going, like she's like, okay, if you want the fine shit, then okay, be a dummy. Like, you know what I mean? Like she's telling her straight up and she's on her side, but she's also telling her in the moment, like, come on, like get it together. But the reason that she's so hurt behind it and why she's so passionate and why she is yelling at him is because she feels that pain too.
I don't know. I'll.
Okay, and that's what I was
I
gonna say
feel.
about Trinity. Okay, I was gonna say I feel like outside of the villa, Trinity is like the type of friend that's not. She doesn't like bird behavior, especially when Anaya was sitting there crying and her and Kata sat there while Melody.
No, it's embarrassing.
That
Yeah,
was so
I
funny
agree.
to me because they just sat there and let Melody go over there and compare, and they said, "Wow, she's really crying." I was like, "Wait, so y'all just going?"
I have one question for you all. If Kenzie is on the block, Miss Clam Slam, if she is on the chopping block to be eliminated, as in, one of those eliminations where they have to stand behind each other, do you guys think they will finally hold Kenzie's foot to the fire and not save her over some of the other girls in the villa and finally get rid of her?
No, I don't think they all
Hell
like
no.
No,
Kenzie.
I think they
Hell
probably.
no.
I think they will because you saw it in the little teaser. They said Kenzie,
Right,
like
and
it
she
was their bad
looked
dog.
spooked, right?
I
Look
don't
at
think
that
so.
feet in your house. You told her to go outside. I told you I'd feel my carpet.
Exactly. That's how they reacted. They were like, everybody in unison, Kenzie. Like they expected it, but it was like, damn, we didn't want to
No,
have
I
to do it to
agree.
you,
I do
girl.
think they're finally gonna
They've been
get
watching
rid
her
of
do it
her.
the whole time.
No, but to see it physically, what she's been doing behind some of the closed doors. Because one thing about Kenzie, she's very slick. She'll make sure to take them to that soul ties and say, "Come here, I want to talk to you real quick. You can have a little conversation." Whole time she want to kiss, she want to feel on their peen, all that. So to see it, I think
Put
they're
these
finally gonna
titties in
hold her
them
foot to the
face.
fire. Right.
Yeah, and
Give
I know
them
I
a
was
little clam
defending.
slam.
Right.
I know I was defending Kenzie, but even then she lied to Dylan because he asked who asked for the kiss. She told me, well, he was just no, you asked for it. Kenzie.
Right. He leaned in a little bit, and then I leaned back.
You
And we
asked
ended up
for it.
kissing. Right.
But
Exactly.
also Jen lying about them splitting up and her saying that it was her. I was like, Jen.
She
She
just
wanted to
embarrassed
save
because
herself an embarrassment.
like, she did not want people thinking Gal turned her down. Because
Exactly.
look at
But
Imagine
that's so much
Gal.
more embarrassing. Like,
Okay, I'm
girl,
asking this.
everybody's
Would you
seen
want to let
it.
people know that Gal broke up with you
They're all gonna know though.
before they seen
Stop!
on
Don't put that
television?
shit on the screen.
Before he's seen on television, you gonna let people know this man broke up with you.
Not
Anyway,
Ed and Eddie.
right. One last thing to end it off, y'all, because it's getting late. Who are y'all wanting to win that $100,000? Who out of everybody down in the villa you gonna put your ballot in to vote for?
I'm not voting.
Wow.
These are the couples. I'm not voting.
You're not voting.
No.
I might have
Okay.
to be a Zeta fan at this point, even though
Ooh.
I don't like it. Like, I love Trinity down, but like, it's
I
just
feel like she
even
played
on
the
the
game the
boat.
smartest.
even on the boat when her and Bryce were talking, it's like Bryce, the way he talks, it's like it never gives any depth.
Stop.
Like it just gives the bare minimum. Like yeah, like a Tubi actor. I can't lie. Like the other girl did say, like a Tubi actor. Like
So
Bryce,
you can
I
give
believe
Zack
Trinity's performance, but I don't believe Bryce's. Bryce's just gives. Except when he was crying in Casa, I was like, okay, that was cool. But even on the boat, it was like, yeah, my grandma would love you. But Trinity over here, like, yeah, my mom, I love my mom. I would. Bryce just like, yeah, my family would like you. They would love you. They would think you're so sweet. I was like, well, Bryce, you don't got nothing. Like, I don't know. I just don't like his conversations.
Bryce is crying because he don't got emotion.
So you voting for Zack and Kato to win? Wow.
I guess.
Right.
I guess.
By the way, Sincere's mother was recently on live and she was crying about how her treatment of Melanie because she feels bad for Melanie. So just to give y'all a little heads up. But go ahead. Who's next wants to pick a winner?
Ooh, the mama's not on your side, Sincere? Wow.
Who's next to pick the winner?
Voting for y'all. So we just got Zack and Kato. No one's voting, I'm guessing. Like me.
I vote for Ariana Mannix.
Yeah.
She already got a good win with the salary girl. She don't need any more money.
You know what? Wow,
honestly, if it's based on, yeah, I was gonna say, if it's, I'm voting for them because they're idiots.
Oh no, I'm not giving Corbin no money.
Corbin and Parmesan.
The amount of ego this man finna have after the show, he'll be all right. I would give it to Trinity and Bryce, and the reason why is I feel like because people need to understand this is a love show, but it is also a game. If a show has a money prize at the end, it's a game. Straight up. Yeah. You're not going on a show where there's no money at like Bachelor, Bachelorette, there's no money at the end. It's like the love is the money. Like you feel me?
Give Sincere the money.
Money. So to me, I feel like they to me deserve it the most because they played the best game because they're both honest to each other when they went to Casa Amor. They may have explored or whatever, but they were both honest on what happened. And also they had the longest tenure in their relationship in regards to all of them together. I know some of them were the same length, but I'm talking about just in regards to honesty and togetherness. Trinity
and Zack had sex.
I say Sincere and Melanie over Trinity and Bryce.
Oh
and
my
I
God. I'm with you,
sister.
Good night.
I say Melanie went through a lot. She's gone through.
But
I mean,
that
not gonna
mean
maybe some ED, unfortunately, through there with Sincere. I just feel like Sincere played the most of the game. He played all the game.
Why we
just
giving
I'm setting you up a date with Gal.
Yep. Just be saying that. You gotta go with Gal.
Oh shoot. F you. I don't know. What can you say on YouTube?
I don't know, but I just really feel like it's either gonna come down to Brennity and Bryce, Brennity, or Zack and Kato, or I guess Carlin and I, since production gonna push that.
I think it's gonna
Listen, if Jaden doesn't break up with Kata, I'll vote for them. Because that's the only. I'm not Kata. If Jaden doesn't break up with
Caleb, you can't do Kata, please.
Caleb. I meant Caleb.
Caleb.
If Jaden
No,
doesn't break
I
up with
choose
Caleb.
Caleb too. Caleb and Jaden.
But you just heard Jaden. But y'all just heard Jaden say she don't like Caleb.
Yeah, I don't care. I still vote Caleb as a solo.
And next year,
I'm sorry,
we gotta do. They gotta brief them on number one. Don't say the word, but also like
right.
Explore, don't explore. But you gotta do. Last year we did too much exploring. This year we didn't do no exploring.
Right. They trying to.
We gotta play the game right. Let's go back to season 3. Let's go back to season 4.
I also wanted to say something about their star signs, their sun signs, since they were all on here, and I'm an astrology girly.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. So Jen is a Gemini. Kata's an Aquarius. Bryce and Trinity, the Cancer and Libra. It does sometimes work if their charts are compatible, but Sincere were compatible with Amora because she's a Sagittarius. But he went with Soul and Melanie, who are both Scorpios.
Wait, say that beginning part again because it cut off. I couldn't hear you.
Oh, I don't know. Jen is a Gemini.
Okay.
Kata's an Aquarius. Bryce and Trinity, they could be compatible depending on their charts. Mm-hmm. But according to their sun signs, Sincere and Amora would be more compatible than
Sincere and Mel.
Mm-hmm. And what about Soul and Melanie are both Scorpios.
What about
Yeah.
Casey and TT?
Casey and TT aren't really that compatible, but TT's an air sign, so she can pretty much mold into whatever. And it really just depends on Casey's chart.
Okay.
But it doesn't seem like TT will be really that into it.
Gotcha.
And then Jaden and Caleb definitely probably won't work out because he's a Taurus, or she's a Taurus and he's a Sag.
What about Carl and Anaya?
Carl and Anaya. Carl's a Scorpio and Anaya's a Virgo, so that's earth and water. And depending on their charts, they probably could make it work, but it seems like they do have a lot in common too and stuff. So I feel like their charts probably are compatible.
Wow. Okay. All right. Thank you for the insight. And y'all, thank you for calling in tonight. Okay. Thank y'all for staying up with us. We will be live again. We will be live again Saturday. Well, no, Wednesday night. If y'all want to do Saturday, let me know, child. But Wednesday night for sure, we will be live. Now, if it goes crazy, me, PYT, and Kaya may hit y'all with impromptu Saturday one. If it goes crazy, it depends on what happens.
2 episodes.
Right, these next 2 episodes, to be honest, okay? Because especially with the finale gearing up and everything like that. So thank you again, Kaya, for joining. All her links will be down below. Make sure you guys go to her YouTube channel. I am Kaya and subscribe. And also PYT as well. Go to her channel as well, Miss Pretty Young Thing. We all cover similar content, so y'all will enjoy their content if y'all enjoy my content, okay? Thank you guys so much. Let me know what y'all think, and we out, y'all. Bye.